Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to, God, I have to pronounce barriere. Dude, they have like a little accent and I can't do it. Yeah, let me know if you guys can see the stream. Hopefully everybody is having a good day so far. We should be getting started here pretty soon. I'm going to be flipping back and forth between the stream over here, and then also we have they're live over here with a pre-show. Oh, they got these trophies. Guys, switch over to the live stream and you can see. Yo, what?
Wait, hello, actual speedrunning trophy?
Dude,
Is it just me or is this
whoa! Look out how many people are there! Holy shit! That's so many people! I'm gonna turn it down just a hair.
I feel like this might be the first people to actually come back with a speedrunning trophy.
I know, right? Why doesn't GDQ hand out like get some participation trophies or something?
Or like medals or something.
Yeah, guys, today we are going to be providing, I don't know if it's the official barriere speedrun event, like English Restream. I don't know if it's official, but we might be the only ones doing it. We have permission now, and I have a bunch of people on a Discord call with me to give commentary for each of the games. There's going to be, we got Celeste, any percent? I gotta remember all of them now. Portal, I believe that's glitchless. Is that inbound glitchless?
It's just glitchless.
Just glitchless, yeah. I think it's the same thing. And then Minecraft,
Set glitchless.
Yep. And then Sekiro. Yeah, help me out there with that.
20% unrestricted. Finish the game as fast as you can. Anything goes.
Okay, great. So why is it not called any percent?
Yeah, there's a whole thing in the community.
Okay, I knew I was gonna.
80%.
I knew I was gonna rub something there. How long is this? This is a 3-hour long event.
Oh, rip their stream.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. What's going on over here? Okay, there's nothing going. Dude, the oofs in the chat. All right. Well.
Already off to a great start.
Yeah, great start. Oh god, 3 hours? That's not cheap for a esports event. That's a chill 3-hour event.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, dude, I don't even know if they have 3 hours of content. I mean, if this keeps up, they do, but I don't know if they do. But yeah, we'll see what's going on. EZScape greater than EZScape. Okay.
They could have squeezed more out of it. Like, I don't know how long Sekiro is, but like for the other 3 games, none of them are like above 30 minutes.
Oh, we got some pixels.
No games
Oh,
above
there
30
we go.
minutes. Secure's like 20.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, pretty much all of them. Like,
Yeah.
They could
Well,
could
they're not
ideally
gonna get
do
21 live. No way.
best. Yeah, they could ideally do, I guess, like best of 3.
I'm just gonna mute this. There's no point. All right, guys. So for the Celeste guys, who do you want to win? Be as biased as possible.
Oh, what? You're really?
I'm really doing. We're
What?
starting off with it, dude. I'm not gonna give my opinions on all of this, so I don't get thrown underneath the bus. But
I'm gonna give the easiest, most unbiased answer where, okay, so I've met Tej, and Tej is a friend, so I have to be biased, but, you know, I've also, you know, been friends with Marlon online, and I'm looking forward to, you know, if they qualify for PACE, you know, then I'll meet Marlon, but, like, dude, you can't just do this.
I really can't do it, but I'm doing it. I'm such a dick.
Oh my god.
Dude,
Alright, I'm out.
you're
Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna be biased, I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna be cheering for Marlon a little bit.
all right.
I know I've never met Marlon. I have met T. He's a cool guy. I don't have anything against TGH, but you know, Marlon, he's like,
Oh,
you know,
crap.
he's like he's similar to me. He's like a student, you know, full-time student, speedrunner. So
I'm just gonna turn down the music a little bit. But dude, honestly, I guess I'm gonna give it to Marlon because I messaged TGH for help on. I messaged you too, Chai. I messaged TGH and he referred me to Marlon. So just for that fact of, you know, pushing me off to the next guy who knows what he's talking about, I'm gonna have to give it to Marlon. It seems like he has all the information, all the necessary info.
He's got the data.
Either way, both of them have been popping off so much, you know, like, even Chai, you know, like, you guys have been getting new Celeste 80% PBs, like, every single day. I don't understand
Well,
how
I haven't,
this...
but...
Well, no, dude, like, even
Yeah,
you've been
it
bringing
feels
your
like
time
it, though.
down. Yeah, like, everyone's been popping off, and I don't understand how this is, like, all happening so fast.
Yeah,
It's
honestly, me
so
neither.
fast. So crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and tweet out and everything. Oh, look! Yo, go back to the stream! Go back to the stream, guys!
It's the boy. It's him.
Oh.
Oh, there it is. It's Sushi, bro.
It's him.
Yo. Here, I want to keep this unmuted.
For the record, I'm looking for Marlon as well. 'Cause he's an incredible player, and this is like his first time making an appearance in like anything competitive.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if they were going to be doing best of threes. I mean, like, some people are saying yeah, some people are saying no. I'm not sure.
It's just the one race.
Yeah, I think only Minecraft is the one they were talking about doing
Okay.
best of 3.
Yeah, because it's like the record in that is
It's only
literally
5
5
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Holy crap! They're freaking out, dude. They're screaming at the top of their lungs.
This is the most hype speedrun event. Like, just in terms of, like, volume, and it's not even started yet.
Oh, I know, dude.
Like, imagine, like, when the runs are just slowly finishing and...
And guys, at any point, just let me know if audio needs changed at all. Just let me know. I wish I could understand a single word they're saying. I'm just looking for the boys, dude. That's all I'm looking for right now. I'm just waiting to see who pops up.
This crowd is like Pace crowd. I feel like instantly matched the attendance that GDQ does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude, what is happening?
This is unlike any type of GDQ or anything, man.
Dude, the guy with the flat brim hat, I want to be his friend. He looks hype.
I knew this was gonna be hype, dude. I knew it was gonna be hype, but holy crap. So what's going on? Are you just watching the RTMP stream?
Yeah.
Alright, just keep your eye on that. Let me know if anything changes.
Still on the...
Okay. I'll just have you check that for me.
Yeah, I mean, they got insane production.
So what is this about? Why is there no FAQ or whatever? This is a French speedrunning event with a 20,000 euro prize pool. What more do you need? That's all you need to know.
There's 4 games featured. There's Sekiro, Celeste, Minecraft, and Portal.
Sad meat. Twitch can ban me if they want to. I have permission to restream this though.
Yeah, we did manage to get that last minute.
I'm curious about the decision from an event standpoint for Minecraft to do set seed instead of random seed. As weird as it is to like propose like randomness for like competitive setting, I feel like random seed would be like really cool, especially if like you set it up.
As long as they have the same seed, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's also
like,
more
you know,
than fun.
that-
Just basically kind of
Yeah,
like
because
what they
that
do with,
turns
like...
it into like a potential like 30-40 minute category.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I agree completely.
There's a lot more thinking that goes into that.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, that would have been a lot more interesting doing random seed.
That's what I thought it was
picked
when I
out
heard
time.
it.
Yeah.
Dude, this crowd is holy shit. Like,
Alright, it's switching over.
is it? Are we switching over soon?
Soon there's a guy on stage right now. He's so hyped.
What is he doing?
Dude, he's so
He's flailing his arm.
Oh my god, you guys need to see this. Like, wait.
Dude, the chat's lolling so hard.
It's not showing for me. Oh wait, it's gotta replay it. It's gotta reconnect. We'll have that in a second.
I just hope that, you know, we all have them pulled up so
Yeah, this guy right here, he's like freaking out. There he is, this guy right here.
Dude, I want to see him dance again, please.
I know, I'm gonna mute the mainstream and just leave this one up.
Dude, that's how you get a crowd hype, man. Dude.
Wait, is there no audio on this?
Holy crap, man.
Okay, maybe there's no audio on here yet.
And is this literally like their first event of this kind?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, we would have heard something like this, like.
Oh yeah, are you talking about of them? Yeah. Yeah, this is the very first.
The first one out the gate, and they had a full ass crowd.
Yeah, sad meat. I've contacted Twitch many times to get my affiliate removed, 3 times to be exact. And I've applied for partner twice. So they don't want me exclusive, but they don't want me to leave. That's what I've heard basically gotten from them.
Basically.
They don't want me to stay exclusive to Twitch, but they also don't want to like let me not be an affiliate. So I don't know what to do about that. Sounds like my shitty affiliate support isn't really working out. All right, well, I guess they're really not doing much on here. So
yeah, switch to the crowd shot.
Yeah, on the VLC they got sound back. So.
Yeah, they have sound. Let's see what's going on over here. I don't know. I don't know which one to watch, honestly.
Just show this one for now because the Restream's the RTMP's not really doing anything right now.
Ad? What? Oh, it's not an ad. I'm like, I don't have ads.
Wait,
Wait, the crowd was bigger than I realized until that shot. I didn't see the upper level until just then.
Oh, there's an upper level? Oh, I missed it for a second.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, this is just the first one about speedrunning? Gotcha. Yeah, if you guys have any insight about this, like this type of community, like even like all of these like big broadcasters, like all of these people that like they're spamming like these emotes, like Maddox, like I have no idea who that is. I've never heard of like Lank before, but these guys are like huge. I mean, there's not really any reason for me to know who they are, but I was just like, wow, they really went all out for this.
It could possibly be one of the people that runs the event.
Oh, I see. What games are they playing? Minecraft, Sekiro, Celeste, and Portal. He's a Minecraft speedrunner? Okay. I mean, I think at this point it probably is good to move over to DLC.
Mm-hmm.
I think now I am going to.
Yeah, Portal's gonna be first, and then we've heard that Celeste is second. After that, we don't really know. Like the thing is, like they weren't public about what's going first, like what's in order. We only saw that it goes Portal then Celeste because of Tej's tweet on Twitter.
Streaming is stream, but we speak English. That's the only thing I got for you.
The one organizing this is a speedrunner fan of it. They have a huge following. Decided to make this event. Hell yeah.
Cool. I'm excited.
I mean, this only grows speedrunning like even more.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that Spyro poster.
Oh,
Spyro
yeah.
poster. Is there a YouTube show where people comment live in the speedrun in English? Well, GDQ would be the biggest version of that, but if I would assume you already know about that. Lank and Hugo are the hosts.
Yo, what's up, Jacob Twitch?
Yeah, thanks, Zax. Appreciate you. Minecraft is last? Okay.
Yeah, we are doing an English restream. We also have a bunch of people in the call as well to commentate the runs as they come. So.
Start already? Okay, let me just go ahead and... Yeah.
Just call them up and tell them to start.
What the...
Be like, hurry up.
Dude, it's supposed to start in 3 minutes, okay? I just wanted to get get the stream started so people can come in and watch.
So everything is 1 run. Minecraft is best of 3. So is that actually confirmed that it's best of 3? I mean, and I would, you know, and even if it wasn't confirmed, I would hope so because that's literally a 5-minute category.
Is there anywhere you can find VODs for this? Sorry,
So
what?
it was asked, and we have no confirmation of if it's best of 3 on the Discord. I don't know if anyone else has info.
Okay. But yeah, VODs, I'm not sure where those will be posted of the event. But as far as this goes, if everything goes well with today's stream, I'll probably make a highlight reel and get that up on the second channel. So if you just want to see the highlights, you'll be able to see that on my end with the English commentary. But I'm not sure. I'm sure the VODs will be posted somewhere.
Illumina tweeted it's best of 3.
Okay, cool.
Sounds good.
Cool. I actually like this cozy stream better than the official one, even though I fully understand both. Oh, thank you. You don't like the screaming and shouting and... I actually love it.
I'm gonna pop off when Minecraft comes.
Dude, I don't think I've popped off 1/3 as hard as that one dude was popping off before the event even started.
Oh, yeah,
I don't think I've ever done like 1/3 of that. Well, I probably done 1/3, but yeah, that's like, it's like, wow.
All right, we're gonna have to bring this energy to pace.
Dude,
Right.
we have to bring the French community over here.
Yeah, literally.
This in chat brings up a good point, saying the pressure to play in front of this huge crowd must be ridiculous. That makes me think about how, out of all the runners present, that there are some that have a lot of experience doing that kind of thing and some that have 0.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's kind of interesting.
TGH is like, as far as like experience goes, like Aggie's gonna have the advantage, like TGH will have the advantage, Illumina, like they all have like crowd experience, whether you like, it's not the same thing at all, because having 100 people behind you, streaming 100,000 is a lot easier than streaming to 10,000 with 1,200 people screaming behind you.
Yeah, sure.
I can attest.
Yeah, like you,
Sushi too.
like TGH, like runs it like marathons very regularly, and also like won the first live pace, which is like, you know, being able to play like at a high level rather than just like, you know, trying to close out a marathon run. So that's like a completely different aspect too. And then Sushi also is marathon runs and stuff like that.
Yeah, Marlon has done really good in the GSA runs, but that was never like an in-person event.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, here we go.
Dude, they have a bunch of GDQ clips.
Really good. We know he can play really good in a live/race setting, but we don't know how the actual, like.
Dude, they picked out
Like,
they
people behind him
picked
look
out
like
like perfect clips for this highlight reel, like perfect clips, except for the cuts are so quick, you have no idea what just happened. Like they showed like I think maybe 2.5 seconds of Luz with the blindfolded, like, and then gone. What did he do?
He took off the mask.
He took off the mask.
Dude, they showed
There's Caleb Hart for a second. Holy crap, dude! Let's go!
Pyro?
Yo, let's go! Rocking the shorts with okay. Yo. Alright, this is what we've been waiting for like a whole 10 minutes. Let's go. Here, I'm gonna turn up the audio, everybody, now that we're actually starting here. The shorts are so French. I know, they're so French. I love it. Oh, we won't be able to hear anything here. Maybe we should. Do you guys want to hear the shoutcasting and stuff? Because we could probably switch back over. Because we have the live feed with no commentary. We could switch over to that. Let's do it. Like we won't understand half the words. I know it's so.
All right, they're showing the order on screen. So Portal, Celeste, Secure the Minecraft.
It doesn't matter. Huh, it doesn't matter. I kind of want to feel. I really want to feel the energy though, dude. I really want to like see people like freaking out. Let's
just do it.
Just do it for the actual like runs and everything. We will do the live feed, but yeah, I want to hear the energy for sure. Okay, so I'm actually very good at speaking French. He said that the Portal world record is... Oh, it's gone. Never mind. It's gone.
Celeste world record 27:14.
So...
On aura Sekiro Shadows Die Twice avec une run en any%, Shura Ending, Unrestricted.
I'm still not over the pyro.
I'm not over the pyro either.
That Sekiro world record is old.
Et pour
It's
finir,
old.
on aura l'incroyable jeu, le meilleur jeu Minecraft avec
Dude, the pyro, the plants, the
Minecraft
shorts.
dans la catégorie
Dude,
Seed Glitchless.
I'm upset that he's not wearing jorts.
Avec
Dude, come on.
Illumina et un petit gars qui semble un peu favori quand même, Matox. Yes, GG à vous.
Illumina.
Bah, Bon, encore une fois, merci à vous. Ça fait très plaisir de voir ce projet voir le jour enfin. Ouais, le speedrun, c'est un truc qui nous tient à cœur de ouf. On a fait une émission là-dessus. Moi, j'en fais depuis très longtemps, Hugo aussi. Et on est seulement.
Who was all in voice? Do you want to do a little roll call? If you guys can open up the Discord thing, we'll start from left to right, starting with Flair.
Américain, spécialisé en speedrun.
If Flair's ready.
Oh, I'm on the very right for me.
Hello guys.
Oh.
I'm.
Oh, are you? Okay. We'll start. Flair, Flair, go
I'm here to
ahead.
provide insight as a Celeste runner.
Okay. Mitch?
Hi, I'm Mitriz. I'm a Sekiro runner, and I'll be providing commentary for the Sekiro run.
Okay. Dave?
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Dave Stereo, here to talk about Celeste.
Cool. Awesome. Chai?
Hey, I'm Chai Kitty here for some Celeste action.
All right, all right. And then Shizzle?
Guys, I'm Shazal. I'll be commentating Portal.
All right, thank you. And then Deku, I don't know if you're ready to let the voice be heard, but we're ready for you, man. But whenever you're good. But yeah, guys, so that we have all of the top tier commentary ready to be provided for you, and just looking forward to doing this event here. This is really exciting. So basically, like you saw in the title, 20,000 euros is the total prize pool. Each, and then there's gonna be four races. The winner of each race wins 4,000 euros. The loser gets 1,000, and this is an all expense paid trip. These boys, no matter what's gonna happen, they're gonna be walking back with
At least 1,000.
at least a stack. So
At least a stack.
Désolé quand même, Insane. On a quelqu'un d'extraordinaire qui a déjà speedrun Portal 2 et il vient aujourd'hui nous commenter Portal 1 avec Hugo. C'est Étoile. Faites un tonnerre d'applaudissements pour Étoile, ouais.
1 stack or 4 stacks. Dude, look at the. Do you guys look at this? So 15 fit in the like glitchless right there on the.
Jeez.
What?
Et on va.
This is insane.
Deux joueurs maintenant.
This production's actually insane.
No one. Beescape's commentating Minecraft.
Ils vont faire une course ensemble. Ils vont faire une
You know he's.
With the small amount of knowledge that I know.
You've done two.
You don't need much for SFC,
You've done
though.
2 videos about like specifically about Minecraft any percent glitchless.
Yeah.
2 videos. I hope you know what you're talking
Go
about.
check it out if you want to learn
Oh,
about
that's
Minecraft.
Vous le rassurez, hein. Et en face de lui,
Okay.
Got
on aura un
Bewick sitting
joueur
down.
américain, M Sushi.
Wanna run us
C'est
a
quelqu'un
Portal?
avec un 15-50. M Sushi.
Oh, what's up, Stapler?
The world famous M Sushi.
Allez, je vous laisse. Profitez bien
And
de
what's
cette
up,
run et
Geosquare?
clignez pas trop des yeux parce que ça va vite.
Who are we judging your commentary?
Mesdames et messieurs, mais quelle régalade! Dès le début, je le sentais.
Quel plaisir de mettre des portails ce soir.
Alors, je te l'ai dit avant, mais t'es là uniquement.
Dude, I'll make a video of who breaks any record in Minecraft.
On aime les meubles. Mais qu'est-ce qu'on aime ça.
Il va en falloir, mesdames et messieurs, ils sont en train de se préparer à installer tout leur setup pour Portal. Est-ce qu'il y a des gens.
No problem.
I
Yo.
I didn't realize until a few days ago.
What's up?
I didn't realize until a few days ago, Sushi runs co-op RSG in Minecraft.
Vous allez pas du tout le reconnaître.
Et oui, parce qu'on va aller
encore.
Just
He's run multiple variants of RSG.
he just plays so many games. It's ridiculous.
On aura certains glitches, parce que c'est pas un glitch, c'est une discussion, mais.
But all right, I think I'm gonna go switch over to the live feed, and then yeah, basically right when they get started, everybody can just go ahead and mute except for Shiz.
Il y aura pas des trucs hyper.
I'm gonna go ahead and flip over on there. There. Okay, hold on. For some reason, it keeps like freezing for me. I'll just go back to this for a second.
On va se dire,
À partir de 8 minutes, c'est terminé, on peut plus casser.
c'est fini.
Everything but Sekiro, yeah.
Pendu.
On vous dira, là il faut applaudir. Là,
C'est ça, voilà. Et
Non, mais bon.
Is this gonna work?
Biwix il s'est entraîné tout à l'heure et qui était plutôt chaud. Tu me disais qu'il avait un petit passif Biwix.
Okay. All right, here it is.
Alright, just gotta wait for him to get started, I guess.
Yep. This French versus World? No. It just pretty much the world went to France to compete head to head. I would say I'm assuming most of the runners are from America. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, Bwix is from France.
Okay, I knew that there was one person from France.
So it's home versus away here.
Okay, so this time for this race it is. For this race it is.
The Celeste runner Marlin is. From
Oh, and
Germany as well.
Maddox too,
Maddox
correct?
is from France too, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Illumina
So
from Canada.
Those will definitely be the most hype races
Yeah.
because they got the hometown boys.
Oh yeah, 4 USA, 2 French, 1 Canada, 1 Germany.
One from Canada and one from Germany. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. Quick explanation. So this will be one of the last explanations of what this is. This is a French speedrunning event called the Barriere Speedrun Show. This was planned in 24 days. But so far it looks like the execution is going to be pretty good. But they got 8 of the top runners for these 4 games to all fly out, all paid expenses, to go head to head. I believe that it's going to be a best of 1 for most of the games, and then Minecraft will be a best of 3. But each race has 5,000 euros on the line.
4,000 if you win, 1,000 if you lose. So you're guaranteed at least 1,000.
I'm not getting any audio here though. I don't.
It's clean. It's
is it just completely?
Yeah, it's completely clean.
Oh, okay. So we'll just get game audio. Okay. I wasn't sure if we'd be getting some music right now or anything, but that's fine.
I don't know. There's like background music. Can you not hear it? I can hear it.
Oh, it's very faint. It's very, very low. Okay, I do hear it. I might turn it up here in a second. But yeah, before we get into this, Shiz, is there anything that you want to tell? Like, kind of just give us a little breakdown of what's involved with the speed run, with glitchless.
All right. So glitchless, I mean, the name says it all.
Yeah.
No glitches. You're mainly just using exploits. So you can't use things like source movement, like ABH, accelerated back hopping. The main sort of movement will be forward bunny hopping, which it has a cap on your speed. So mainly the focus on movement won't really be that interesting. You're just gonna see them pretty much hold W and scroll when they hit the ground, doing some strafing in between. And another thing you're gonna see, especially at the beginning, is things with the cube physics. A lot of cube throws on buttons, and that's pretty cool as well. But it's also not. Like, cubes are your worst enemy in this game. There's sort of like a pseudo RNG to it, where sometimes it'll just land on the button fine, and then other times, like, a different result will happen if you do the same exact thing. So it kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's really cool from like a spectator perspective.
That sounds pretty hype.
Yeah, like, I mean, other than that, if you somehow don't know what Portal is, I mean, you go through one portal, you come out the other. That's the basic concept. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, pretty much. How does the game deal with backward speed then? Is there a cap on that, or is there any way to even build up negative speed, I guess?
Well, the way Valve tried to patch bunny hopping from their old engine, of the source engine, is whenever you're going too fast forwards, it gives you backward speed. So I guess someone one day was like, huh, what if I try bunny hopping backwards?
Yeah.
And if you do that, you just exponentially get way more speed and just go flying.
Mm-hmm.
So you would see that in every category except for this one.
Do you know if either of these runners have any experience like racing this game, even if it was like back in like Speedruns Live or something like that?
I'm not particularly sure on that, but they're both very top level runners, of course.
Mhm.
Like, they both held the world record at one point. Bwix held it, I think, sometime in mid 2017, and then Sushi dominated it in 2018, and then not the flex, but I took it. I have the world record now.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, they're both very experienced. Bwix actually stopped playing for a couple of years, but I guess he came back for this event specifically, so that's kind of hype.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, Sushi's been sort of on and off with the game.
Gotcha. Sorry, I was just changing the audio level so you're a little bit louder. No problem though.
Right.
Is that good for everybody now? You guys should be able to hear him much better. Great.
Good. Nice.
Yeah, I guess now we're just gonna have to wait for them to actually start up.
Yeah,
you know,
I was kind of wondering how long it would take for them to get going. But
yeah,
I
was
mean,
sort of just like, you know, trying to provide that filler, and hopefully by the time I was finished talking, they'd be
yes,
playing, but, like...
that's what I was hoping too. But they have a 3-hour block here, so I'm sure that, and I don't know if the runners got. I mean, I'm assuming they got some type of warm up, but I don't know if they're like planning on having them warm up on stage or something.
Maybe, I don't know. They were showed some gameplay of Sushi for a bit, so maybe I guess they're warming up.
They're just preparing right now. Okay. Is this an English restream? It is a English restream. I don't know how many other English restreams there are.
I feel like it should be the premier English restream though, just because we have like premier like commentary for like runners from the people that run the games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the only other place you're going to be getting commentary for the games is at the event. But I don't believe any of the commentators are top runners or anything like that. Not that they're going to give bad commentary at all or anything like that. They just might not. Oh my gosh, Sushi. All right, dude. Do you?
Oh, they're gone now. Okay.
What's up? Do you want to go ahead and change it to Portal for the game?
Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay, cool.
All right, so starting out in Portal, you're in the vault for about a minute. So
here we go.
I mean, they're just gonna be waiting around for the start. But thankfully, if you do runs like on speedrun.com, there's a community save that lets you skip the vault. So if you do like 61s, you're not waiting an hour in the vault.
Right.
Otherwise, that'd be terrible. Like you have to wait a minute before each run.
Yeah, it was a bit controversial when you guys had to decide doing that. I believe I remember.
Yeah, the vault save. I forgot you did like a video.
Yeah. See, yeah. I know tidbits of every speed game, and of course I will reference the very little knowledge I have.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, I mean, the fact that this is glitchless in the first place, not a lot of complicated stuff is going to be happening. Like in inbounds, like half of the run is just like you're looking at walls and you're shooting through them. You know, like, it's very confusing.
They're just throwing shit at the lamp.
Yeah, like this is how you kill time in the vault.
Yep. Like... No game audio? Let me turn it up.
Oh, there we go. All right, so they're off. So just, again, that basic move at bunny hopping. I'm going to see if they go for the cube throw here. I assume they will. Helix does it. He gets it. Oh, both of them. Nice. So even like a throw like that, something looking as simple as that, could just not work. But thankfully, I mean, it worked for both of them there.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it only saves like a second, but glitchless is very optimized, so it's worth it to go for those kind of things.
Wow, guys, already a minute in, and they're synced up. They have some definitions on the screen. That's pretty cool.
What they're saying is his commentary.
Please place the weighted storage cube on the 1500
mine's ahead.
aperture science heavy duty super colliding super.
So basically, what's on screen right now, he's like way ahead.
Oh.
I'm like 10 seconds ahead, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like 10 seconds ahead. It's because I'm watching from VLC, and I think that's...
I'm watching from VLC as well.
Please move quickly to the chamber lock as the effects of
I think I'll just watch it from your stream and see if it like fixes the...
I'm just gonna replay it. Sorry guys, I didn't realize that the commentary was gonna be really off. It should take like 2 seconds. Okay.
It's fine because
now it should be good. Now it should be good.
Okay.
So thank you guys for being patient for the 2 seconds. Sorry about that.
So the beginning of chamber 2, you're just waiting for like another 25 seconds.
Okay, so you guys didn't miss anything. Thank God. Okay.
Yeah, like it's just you're just waiting around. So thank God it happened then.
Okay, so is there any more waiting around going to be happening in the run?
No, I don't think there's, except for like the very end, there's really no downtime.
Okay.
So now they've got the Aperture Science handheld portal device, more commonly known as the portal gun.
Sure.
And also like half the run is just waiting in the elevator.
Yeah.
Because they're doing the chambers so fast. The beginning of the game, you're going to be doing a lot of the chambers intentionally, but once we get to about like chamber 6, they're going to be doing some like really creative stuff with momentum, having to do with portals. So it gets really exciting, but until then, it's really just basic puzzle solving.
What's the main thing that you think that could separate the runners right now? Because I mean, it seems like for a while they're going to be neck and neck.
So in terms of early game, the one that could sway things a little is maybe once we get to chamber 11-12, which is where we get the dual portal gun. Other than that, like maybe there's like a cube throw in 09 that could separate them a bit, but it's only going to be like 2 or 3 seconds. Nothing that'll make like a 20-second difference. It's not like a run.
So I just saw they put a cube on the button. Is that like a situation that you're talking about that could possibly get messed up just to trying to be quick?
If the physics really hate you, Or like the orientation that the cube goes through the portal doesn't like you, it could actually screw you for like a couple seconds.
Gotcha.
Because I mean, a lot of people say that the source engine is like a pile of, it's like a tower of duct tape. Like they should have that definition on screen.
True. Alright, so it looks like Sushi has a very, very slight lead.
Yes. Like, yeah, there's not going to be really anything that's going to separate them from a while.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe this next map could be a bit of a problem. They're going to skip these puzzles entirely by doing some strafing. Oh, they both got it. And this next chamber, Chamber 7, is really cool. I was talking about how they abuse momentum in a really cool way. This is like the perfect example of that. This is going to fling across the whole chamber.
Oh, they have it just on Sushi here. Let's see. Oh, this is kind of cool. So they kind of give it focus on whoever's in the lead. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually prefer that for races. Unless they're like right next to each other, which I mean, I guess they kind of are now, but.
Boy, I like this layout. It's like that.
Yeah.
And then whoever's trailing is just in the bottom left, but you can still see it like clearly.
Well, crap! I had my whole stream now planned around the other layout, and now now here I am.
This next chamber is pretty cool. They're gonna abuse like the geometry. They just bunny hop on this block here and skip the whole puzzle.
Alright.
Followed by death. Good luck. Very impressive. Please note that any appearance of danger is merely a device
I'm not moving
to
it.
enhance your testing
Okay.
experience. The enrichment center regrets to
I don't care. There's a Sushi ad on screen now. It's just...
Make no attempt to solve it. Fantastic. You remain resolute and
Wow, I mean, dude, they're still just right next to each other,
Yeah.
man. And the pressure right now. I mean, Sushi looks so calm right now for competing in front of all of these like 1,000 people for 4,000 euros. This is insane.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's sort of used to the environment because he did events like Pace for Celeste and everything.
Okay.
He's done GDQ events. So.
Pace never even, like, I don't think until it was like SM64 Grand Finals, it wasn't even filled up. Like, I think during like his race, which I was in the crowd for, there was.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah, it was probably 20 people max.
Well, I mean, I guess, you know, still, you know, there is a lot on the line, so he's just playing especially well.
Yeah. Do you think that just based off of looking at his play, do you think he's playing like risky, super consistent, mix of both?
Yeah, a mix of both, really. He's getting everything he should be. Because in glitchless, you know, there aren't really like what I'd call risky strats, I guess. Just optimizations that would save you a second or two. So this next chamber is like cube throw to the extreme. Like they fling it across the whole room. It's really cool.
Really?
Yeah. Ooh, Sushi messing up a strafe.
Yeah, please point. I was gonna ask, like, point out if they make like a mistake, because it's hard to tell for me in this game.
Yeah. Okay.
Whether they meant to do a certain thing. Like I could kind of tell there, but yeah.
Oh, Beavik's not even going for the cube throw.
Nope.
Sushi gets it though. Really cool. It's really cool and it only saves like 4 seconds.
Well, they're still just about like neck and neck.
Yeah, dude.
It's still extremely close.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
There's not
Like
that mess up was just enough for Beavix to probably make up the time.
Yeah, I think that he made up the exact time from not doing the cube throw.
Another chamber just completely skipped by cube throw. I think that's the last instance of the cube throw.
Okay.
Intubation associate will be dispatched to revive you with
cubes are very nice.
and adrenaline. As part
Okay.
And then this chamber, there's like this whole like super long puzzle. You just skip it by doing a simple fling at the start.
Oh wow.
The developers knew you could do that, but like if you weren't aware of like if you weren't paying attention to momentum, I guess like you just wouldn't recognize.
This is just one of those games where there's intended skips.
Yeah, like rewards you for game knowledge.
Yeah, I love that.
Chamber 15 is really cool. There's a lot of strafing over obstacles. It lets you skip all of the puzzles. I mean, that's basically going to be the rest of the run. And then here they do something called portal standing, where if you're in a portal, the game attempts to push you out, but if you just hold the opposite strafe key, it lets you in completely fine. You just stay inside the portal.
Okay, I am not going to be able to tell whether or not that was really good, but it looked
it was
really.
Not good at all. It was sloppy.
From Sushi or?
From both of them.
From both of them.
You're not
okay.
supposed to make contact with the goo at all.
Oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know, because like it looked cool from my perspective, but I have no idea if that would be considered good for them.
Oh, I also forgot. I lied. There's more downtime here for like 20 seconds.
Oh, okay.
In any other category, you would just skip this whole waiting section, but in glitches, you gotta wait it out. So this chamber is really cool. They do a lot of portal peeking, where since portals basically act as a projectile until they land, they can abuse the travel time of the projectile, so that by the time the other portal lands, they're back through the other one.
Wow. That was so sick, dude.
It's really flashy, yeah.
Sushi is looking just like mentally strong. Like.
And they're still really close, like 5 seconds apart, maybe. Okay, so Chamber 17 is absolutely the worst in the game, because there's a trick where you have to stack props on top of each other to skip the puzzle.
Okay.
But, I mean, I've already said it like 20 times, the physics are not nice in this game. So the cube can sort of just like not stack on top of the camera they're gonna use, so hopefully it works well for both of them. It's not too bad, but especially as a beginner, this is like one of those run killers probably.
Yeah, can we get some hearts in chat?
The companion cube. Everyone loves it. Sushi's sort of struggling to get on top of the cube and might fall over. But oh, Bewix is ahead now.
Wow.
See, that one little trick.
The comeback.
The comeback.
Dude, it's like it sounds like not hype to say the comeback when you just saved like 5 seconds, but like in this, that's everything. That's everything. 1 sec, like maybe a second and a half apart, if I had to guess. But yeah.
Yeah, they're like 3-4 seconds apart, I'd say. Just because the cube did not want to cooperate.
Now, Shizzle, you have a world record in this category, right?
Yep.
Okay. Surprised you didn't flex that at the start.
I think I did. I think I was.
Oh,
like,
did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Just make sure. I can't remember if we did or not.
No, in case people didn't hear, you know.
Yeah, you're good.
No big deal.
He's like, I don't mind when people know I have a world record. Okay.
Oh yeah, and they're using an exploit here where they jam a prop into the door and it lets them skip the puzzle. They're also gonna try and go for re-portals here, where I mentioned before that when you're inside a portal, it tries to push you out.
Mm-hmm.
And if you shoot another portal as you're sort of exiting the other one, you get a small boost in speed. So that actually allowed Sushi to skip one of the platforms there, and now he's ahead because of that.
So, and in one of my videos, I featured Portal in the accidental skip discoveries, where I showed Noir. They were doing something with the camera and being able to like, just like move, like slide against the wall. Do you know anything about that, or if that ended up ever being useful at all?
Wait, so like they're angled, they're like flying on the camera, even?
Something like that.
Yeah, it is. It's called camera fly, and it's extremely rare.
That's what it is. Okay.
Nobody really goes for those kind of crazy tricks. It's just like a thing to screw around with.
Okay.
But you definitely want to do it in glitchless, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Evok's having a little flood there. These portal peaks, you can get portal boosted from these portals, where it's basically you get a huge burst of speed for like absolutely no reason. Nobody really knows why it happens, but you just fly across and you just die in the goo. It's really unfortunate. But Chamber 19 very movement heavy.
So
does she have like a fat lead now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a good 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Because it was so weird to just like notice like, wait, they're doing different things in the game right now. Like that's.
He's gaming.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Dude, he's insane.
Extreme gaming.
Let's go Sushi.
EOO really has that emphasis. It's called Escape Zero, abbreviated as EOO, but really movement heavy and really precision heavy. Like, you basically skip a piston trigger here and you have to do some really precise shots to get past that. Like these pistons all on Sushi screen, they're supposed to be moving, but you skip the trigger that allows them to move. In this map, Escape 1 here, Sushi's going to be doing a trip called Flippy Skippy. I don't know the full name. There's like 8 adjectives to the trick, There's like 8 adjectives. I hope someone in chat knows.
You would if you just said that. I mean, like I would.
I wish I could say the whole thing.
That reminds me of the
Someone
Smackdown
please. But there's a rocket turret that's supposed to break this glass on Sushi's screen here, but you can just use a normal turret and it'll break the whole thing.
Wow.
Flippy, skippy, flingy, wingy, swingy thingy. That's the official name.
What a bar.
And Sushi on the last map in the game here, Escape 2. There's this whole turret ambush room here, but by doing a strafe and like shooting a precise shot, you can just skip the whole area. In inbounds, you would actually use one of the turrets from this ambush.
Okay.
You skip the entire GLaDOS fight here, which is this robot lady over here, who's been monitoring you the whole game. But it's glitchless, so you have to do the fight.
Is that because you're actually killing it with a glitch? Or is it like really a glitch, or is it just that you're considered skipping a boss? Is that considered a glitch?
Glitchless rules are very commonly debated on. So
I've done my research.
Like every other day in the Discord, people complain about it. So like, I'm not gonna even make.
Don't worry about it.
It's just the rules, you know.
It's all right. We can have arbitrary rules. I'm fine with that.
So I think they're maybe about even 15-20 seconds apart.
Wow.
So if Sushi doesn't really make any flubs on this GLaDOS fight, he's got this.
Let's go Sushi. USA. USA. Dude, I've met Sushi a couple times now. I gotta give it to the boy.
He's a cool guy. So talented. Bewick's definitely putting up a good fight though. Especially for not playing for like a couple of years.
Come on, dude. This is a like $3,000 mistake if you you know. Come on, dude.
Uh-oh. Sushi messing up. I think he's fine. He's fine.
Clutch. He looks a little flustered.
He's on the pressure right now.
He looks a little flustered.
Yeah.
Kind of sweating.
Come on, dude.
One more core to go for Sushi.
This is insane. This is insane.
Oh my god, they're actually quite close.
Oh my god.
Well, this is it though.
When does timing end?
Sushi gonna take the W.
Oh my gosh.
Right there, 1636. That's not bad. Oh, now it's just gonna glitch towards the cake at the end of the game.
Wow, dude. Well, huge congrats to Sushi, dude.
Wow, that was a pretty close race, honestly.
Yeah, dude, that was a really good
nice.
race. They were butting heads. The pressure, pressure was for sure on.
Yeah.
So, do you think that there was any like really pivotal strats that maybe Sushi was using that Bewick's wasn't using, or?
I believe I didn't really see any route differences. I think they were using the same tricks. I think it's just that Bewick's messed up a little more, and that's what came down in the end.
Gotcha. Well, dude, honestly, that was a great first race, and you did a great job on commentary, man. Thank you. You really carried there, man.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it.
Man. It's an honor to be able to, do this content. I love it.
But I mean, I'm not sure how long it's gonna take them to come in. I mean, if anybody wants to come in, we can. You guys can all unmute right now. If you guys want to give your thoughts on that. Anybody? Is anybody still on the call?
Absolutely mesmerizing.
Okay.
That was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was so sick. Dave, what do you think?
This is literally the first full Portal run that I've ever seen, and I still don't understand what I just watched.
I understand a little bit. I definitely think I get it a little bit more now, but I won't lie. This really makes me want to play Portal. Like just watching that.
Look at the crowd, dude.
Even as someone who's like just as like a friend of Sushi and seen Portal runs of it or like marathon runs of the game, like as much as I watch it, it's really hard to understand how like re-portals work and how like the tricks where you're sitting inside the portal works.
Right. I mean, I wish I could explain more, but like everything is.
It's much more tame and easy to understand in glitchless than it is in like inbounds, where you have.
Yeah,
like...
thank God. If I was commentating something like inbounds, dude, I'd have to have like a 2-page script.
And that's more
explain.
fast paced too. You'd have less time to talk about more things.
The inbound's world record is 9:59 in comparison.
Oh god.
So it'd be 5 minutes faster.
Because as far as I know, in inbounds, to like stay inbounds and still manage to do tricks, you like move your camera away from your character or something like that, so you can shoot projectiles like through walls and stuff.
It's something you don't truly understand unless you like.
I want to
play
hear
yourself.
Sushi. I want to hear him, dude.
Oh, they're doing like an interview?
Oh, I didn't know they were doing interviews. Hold up. Yo, this is hype.
Bon, vous avez compris. Il vous aime. Il avait très peur de BWX, mais il a réussi parce qu'il a bien joué pendant.
Who has inbounds world record? Yeah, Chazelle has inbounds record.
Congrats.
There's no schedule link that I know of. Did I miss the? I'm so mad. I didn't know they were doing interviews, dude.
C'était très très bon, je te dis, avec Étoile on voyait même pas le temps passer, on était en mode ça c'est même pas fini.
Vous êtes bien fait bait par le gars.
C'est ça, on s'est dit mais attends.
They're not gonna. I mean, I guess they wouldn't interview the loser, right?
No, they interviewed.
C'est ce que je
Oh, did they? Okay.
On passe tout de suite à Céleste.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention, guys.
On se débarrasse d'Étoile.
Okay, they did. Okay. I wasn't paying attention for that. Oh.
Celeste on.
Oh, this remake.
Celeste.
This is gonna be really good. This is gonna be a really good race.
Oh no, this is really gonna be hype because this game, I feel like it's so difficult to not make mistakes, and that's pretty much where all of the time save or loss is, I feel.
Yeah,
it's really technical.
So, do you guys know if there are any tricks that Marlon might do that TGH doesn't do, or that TGH does that... I'm gonna mute this, but do you know if there's any strats like that?
Yeah, so in general, it's gonna look pretty similar, but Marlon plays much more aggressively overall. However, you know, as a result, he will probably take more deaths in the run than TGH. Like, I think in their PBs, for example, Marlon takes like a couple more deaths than TGH does, but their time's like 2 seconds apart.
Okay.
Yeah, so Marlon, he's always been that way, like very, very aggressive. They both are going to be doing 6B instead of so playing the harder B side instead of the A side for chapter 6.
Okay.
However, yeah, even there, Marlon plays that one more aggressively than TGH.
Yeah, so pretty much for the most part, it's never going to be to a point where you actually notice like anything different, like to the point where like a different strat like actually affected like a pace or something like that, like in last run where BWX like decided to not go for a cube throw that allowed Sushi to come back. Like stuff like that isn't going to happen, but they definitely will not be playing the same. Marlon's sum of best is lower, and it's all just from like having much more aggressive movement. A lot of his ILPBs are slightly lower.
Okay.
Yeah, I think all of his ILPBs are by a little bit for full game strats. I think he has the fastest for like anybody.
Well, in a race, for the most part, unless you're like actually like god tier, consistency is king.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Also, the thing with Marlon, has he like has his face never been seen before until now?
I was gonna ask that.
No, this is his first appearance to like any event.
Okay.
Man, dude, I wonder if that'll play a role at all in nerves. It's not that like anybody would even care or anything. It's just like, you know, that can go to someone's head.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like
I'm sure it
that's
will.
What I was saying early on is like I hope that Marlon will not like have the potential to like not play differently because of the scenario that he's in.
Is Celeste on ESA right now too?
Yeah, Celeste is being run. I was talking about it's unfortunate timing.
It's popping off, dude.
Yeah, there's a true ending run right now.
Isn't the GSA season right now too?
Oh my no! Is it really? There's no way GSA is also.
Off.
There's no way GSA is also going. Is it?
Right now it's wait, hold on. It's TGH versus someone. Wait, it gave me an ad.
Wait, dude, TGH is he cloned himself. Yo, all right, here, you guys already piked my. Let me just see. Let me see real quick. Where? Is he... Wait, oh no, they're showing the little pace thing.
Pace ad, yeah.
We have time,
I
guys.
just saw that. It just showed me playing Minesweeper.
It did.
I forgot about that.
Here, I'll make sure I'm not missing anything over here. I'll restart that in a second. I just wanted to see if TGH was, but of course they're doing the ad. We'll come back there. Let me just restart this.
Also, for anyone in chat, if you're not signed up for Pace, sign up for Pace. It's a
Do
fun
it.
event.
True.
I checked all the people that are attending, and it's like over 100 this time, or it's up to like 120 now or something like that.
Yeah, there's
growing.
something like not necessarily double the attendees yet, but again, there's gonna be a lot of like last minute, so I think it's gonna be double.
Like I'm not even registered yet. I still have to register. So I already know there's gonna be like, you know, people registering like a month before it.
But that was yeah, Pace was one of my favorite. If not, it might have been the thing. It's hard to make it my favorite event because it was only 3 days.
Well, the thing with Pace was it felt like more it was, you know, everyone was like closer, I feel.
Oh
It
yeah.
was, you know, smaller.
It was really small. It just felt grassroots.
You basically saw everyone every day.
I wish I was going. It was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I would have submit if I could go this time, but I wasn't able to.
I got in with Family Guy. my Pog speed game.
We will see Family Guy at Pace by EZScape.
Legendary.
Also, are you going to implement a lot of those skips that have been found?
Every single one.
That's so sick. Like 20-something skips found, or
yeah.
whatever.
Since I stopped speedrunning that game, there's been over 20 optimizations.
That's so sick.
Most of them.
So much tech now.
Most of them are skips.
Yeah.
So did you foster this game's community, or was it pre-existing?
You know, I'll just take all the credit. Fuck it. No, you know, no. What was funny is some random dude came on like one of my YouTube videos, and it was just like, "Yo, Easy, did you know that you can do these like 2 skips in the game?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." I don't really believe. Like he's saying that he found him when he was like younger or something like that. I'm like, "Okay, sure." I was like, "You joined the Discord." I just really didn't believe him. That dude came back and just like. He found everything. He found like literally all of the strats in the game. He just literally found pretty much everything that we have now. All of the major skips. It was crazy. The one time YouTube comments came through.
Right.
Saying Teach has a 27-27. Oof.
That was the time he qualified with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that might be what they go off of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
they did the same thing at GSA, where they said the runners' PBs were this. They just went off of their PBs in the league.
Yeah. Like not their actual like true PB.
It's just weird because you can just go speedrun.com, type in Celeste, and it's like,
yeah,
that's not right.
If anyone doesn't know, Marlon and Teach have 10 and 12 respectively.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
Keep in mind, those runs were both done. Like, I'm pretty sure Marlon like did 1 no reset like the day before he left to this event as practice.
Yeah, and that's what it was. That's how Marlon always gets his records. He just like does a random no reset.
And literally the day before that is when Teach got his 27-12. Which actually that 27.
I think it was the same day.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was hours after.
The 27-12 was like the first time that Teach has had record in a bit. Because he was like inactive when any percent was just popping off completely.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of Link's Awakening because he had the GP showcase. Yeah.
Dang, Teach is already ahead.
There's a bit of a timer desync.
Oh, okay, I can fix that again. I don't know why he keeps doing that.
Actually, I don't know if you can fix that.
I can fix it.
He means in between the games. I'm pretty sure they might have just started it.
Oh crap! Okay, well we're fine.
Celeste, the timing for Celeste is all done through the in-game timer.
All right, we're good
you
now.
See at the top left.
Yeah.
So, so just because their timers are desynced, Marlon, it's difficult to say who's actually ahead at the moment.
Okay.
It looks like Marlon's ahead by like a second.
Yeah, by like 0.5
really?
or so, from what I've seen, yeah.
Yeah.
And for those of you that don't really know Celeste, pretty much like the main controls you have are a jump, a dash, and a climb, and both players are doing very specific combinations of dashing and jumping to make different things happen. So simple controls, but a surprising amount of depth.
I mean, you guys don't think they're doing RTA, right? I mean, would there be an issue with doing RTA if they're on the same setups? Like same...
No, they
probably
couldn't do
not,
RTA because
maybe,
their PBs are listed as their in-game time PBs.
Mm-hmm.
They said in the rules that it wasn't going to be RTA as well. I remember checking that. Yeah, so Marlon taking a little bit of a lead here. even though visually it looks like TJ is ahead.
Dude, wait,
okay,
I was wondering
actually-
if they knew.
Yeah, because Marlon, he looks like he's ahead, but then his timer is also ahead. So yeah, he's definitely
confused hype in the crowd that doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, honestly, in these situations, they should just leave it in the double game layout.
Corner boost, parentheses, spike dash. All right.
Yeah, so far neither of them have made like any real flubs, but like slight movement errors. Like I remember seeing Marlon like didn't keep his dash in a scenario where he needs an extra dash.
It's
And so he
unlikely.
had to, like tap down on the ground an extra time and lose like half a second.
It's unlikely for them to make mistakes here, right? Because it's just so early into the game before you guys really have any like of the like later on abilities unlocked.
Not
I wouldn't say
necessarily.
that's true.
Okay.
I think the beginning of the game is the hardest. Some of the
Yeah,
earlier
and
sections.
in particular, like these chapters they'll probably both get decent times out of, but it's not like, and I mean even like PB attempt, it's not like easy to get good paces out of these chapters.
Yeah.
They are decently difficult, and like this room has a hard like strat as well. But like in particular, the third chapter could like is one of the hardest in any percent. It's definitely in like the top 3 hardest chapters, I would say, to do in any percent. The other 2 are only up there because they're so long.
I see.
Yeah, I'd agree with
Yeah,
that.
they're both doing really well right now, though. This is pretty crazy.
Yeah, they're both going to be getting sub 320, I think, out of chapter 2, which is like basically the pace that you want to get when you're continuing for like top level PB paces or world record paces.
Yeah, I think Marlon's gonna get like a 316.
TGH just lost a couple seconds in a wake.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's no hazards here, but the movement is not easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he got a 320 because of that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was really good for both of them, though.
317 is pretty good. Marlon, I think like Marlon could probably continue a PB pace run with the 317, but I think it would be like +1 or +2, I think, off this PB.
Also, I was completely wrong. Marlon looks super chilled out right now.
Yeah, he does. He's playing really good so
He
far.
was chilling in his room while Portal was going
TGH.
down. Oh my!
Oh, at least he got the key. I thought he was gonna have to go back.
That's a really weird flub though to make.
Yeah, that would have been really bad for him if he didn't get the key.
Yeah, Marlon was just chilling out in his room while Portal was happening. He was talking in Discord a bit.
Oh yeah.
He said that he thinks that this should be fun, so hopefully his mentality is good.
I mean, the thing is, I think that with there being like a prize for losing, it takes a bit of that pressure off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean even then, even when you have that to fall back on, it's still a 3,000 euro difference.
Yeah.
So it is like easily the highest stake speedrunning thing that I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean it's also a pretty big trip to make as well, so that's also a factor.
But I mean, I don't think any of them are going to complain about profiting.
Right.
No.
Not at all.
All right, so yeah, Marlon just making up a few more seconds on TGH here in Resort so far. But yeah, so here's where the run's going to start to get more challenging. You're going to really see the difference in movement between the two players in this big room right here. I think TGH so far actually doing pretty well. I think Marlon did a good job in that room as well. It's pretty easy to lose a bunch of time there without actually dying. Just like make a mistake and then like, oh no, like I dashed into books and then like you lose a second.
He messed up a fast cycle there.
I mean, the thing is, deaths in this game compared to like 99% of other speed games aren't that bad.
Yeah, generally with there being respawn points on every screen, it just matters how long the screen is.
Like Super Mario 64, you get kicked out of the game and you gotta hop back into the paint. Like, oh wow, oh no.
You tried during the cutscene.
Yeah, even though deaths are not as punishing as like mini games would be, once that allows you to push this game to such a high level, and so then at a certain point it like starts becoming bad again, just because you need every second you can get. So like you know, even if you take a death that's like 5 seconds, when
that's
you're
a
at high
lot of
enough
time.
level, it ends up becoming really big again.
Also, I'm gonna move the camera just a little bit here.
Yeah, it's really sad for Marlon. That's like a very unsuspecting room to lose a bunch of time to. That's happened to both of them at least once so far. Like TGH like lost like 4 or 5 seconds like grabbing the key outside of the resort.
Oh no. Yeah, but it always feels bad to retry during a cutscene. It's like, it always just feels so silly because it has nothing to do with the actual platform. It's just, you know.
Yeah, so if you
Let's
fail to enter a cutscene properly when you do the menuing to skip it, wherever the skip cutscene option would be, if you're in a cutscene, instead the retry option will be. And so you can't properly react to it because, you know, you're not going to like stare at the menu before you hit it. You're just going to be fast and like hit both the buttons right away. And so that causes you to just die whenever you want to skip a cutscene. And he was just like barely outside of the range of talking to the person he needed to talk to.
And coming up on Teach's screen right here, you're going to see him dash straight through a solid hazard wall. Going to take a checkpoint just to be safe.
Yeah, so you can take he got it first try, but you can take a 2-second deficit there. Marlon not going for it. He's going to just go for it with setup bliss. Or not setup bliss, but without the checkpoint to fall back on.
I mean, he needs to make up time right now, right? So.
And I mean, he may not know that.
It looks like he lost time there though because the setup took him.
He may not know that because they probably don't have insight on the other player.
Well, I see they have 2. You see, he has 2 monitors there. I wonder, but I doubt it.
Even in this scenario, though, it still makes sense why he would do it because the way Marlon's playing, he probably knows that there's a good chance that TGH is ahead of him.
Yeah, I mean, given Marlon's standards, like in stuff like the times that he puts out and just like what he considers good and bad pace or not, like I'm sure he's not happy with how this is going so far. After
and like I say that, but he probably would have gone for it no matter what.
Yeah, he would have gone for it no matter what. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure he's also going to go for the auto-scroller skip in 4A.
In my opinion, I kind of like in speedrunning races if the people are able to look at each other because it adds the slightest level of counterplay, but it is a level of counterplay.
Yeah, whereas, what was that like at pace?
Okay.
Oh gosh, yeah, because so at pace and same with that GDQX, like it was literally like impossible to not see your opponent's screen, like
because you could just look up.
Choice.
You could literally look up and look at the big.
Because it was in your peripheral, and then like same with when I was at GDQX, like our 2 monitors were like literally touching each other, so it was like it's like you're gonna know where they are, like whether you like it or not, and like I kind of wish that I couldn't.
Oh really?
Right.
Yeah. So it's for me it was pretty distracting.
I see. I didn't know that makes a lot of sense. For some people, I'm sure it could benefit. Others, it couldn't. Just to let you know whether maybe you need to turn it up a bit or something like that, or you just otherwise you're just preying on a mistake.
It could just add like a level of like stress and nerves. Also, it being peripherals and such.
I guess for me personally, I'd more want it to be like, okay, I'm in the lead, so I know to play safe. That's probably the biggest one.
All right, Teach is gonna do a really cool auto scroller skip here. Normally I have to take this block all the way across and ride it, but I'm gonna get a jump off the ceiling.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's
very hard.
Yeah, so that abuses a really cool interaction in this game. It's awesome that like a strat for that interaction even exists.
Nice. Marlon gets it too.
But I believe it's most commonly called ceiling popping. And it's basically where you try to grab onto a wall and climb jump as you like approach a wall, but you hit like the very bottom pixel of said wall. And so you get a climb jump, but like you don't actually like make it onto the wall. So you get like a little bit of height, but you still fall below it.
I like how that was a thing that used to accidentally kill you and you never wanted it, and now it's like a strat.
Yeah, it's cool that there was a strat found for it.
I Teach with another auto scroller skip, and then Marlon's gonna be going for a similar.
Yeah, both of them going for the full run safe version. Wouldn't expect them to go for the
definitely
multiple frame perfect input auto scroller skip there that skips the block.
Okay, but yeah, so far both runners I would say having a pretty good bridge. Here coming into the
Marlon had
section.
a 5-second death start, but that was it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, considering the mistake that Marlon made at the start, though, like this was a very, very good ridge pace, I would say.
Ooh,
Marlon
that
going
cycle
for
is
the
super sick that Marlon just went
skip
for.
There. Yeah, bouncing off
that was a
snowball,
misinput
very
dash.
difficult.
He almost died from that.
Oh my god, get out of there.
Yeah, in snowball screens, and some of them like those, the snowballs can like still spawn whenever you're scarily close to the screen transition, so you have like barely any time to react to it, and you kind of just have to know that it's gonna come out and kill you. Because if you just play unassuming that it's going to be there, then you're definitely just going to get hit.
Yeah.
TGH with about an 8-second lead here.
Yeah, he's at a 10-12 compared to the 10-20 right there.
Luckily not insurmountable, considering
Definitely
like
not at all
how much
insurmountable.
Marlon has flubbed so far. He's still in it very
There
much.
could be one single death either way that would make that difference. And also, don't forget about 6B, because that can be a very challenging chapter.
The next 2 chapters are incredibly punishing for their mistakes. So we're going to be doing B-sides for the next 2 chapters, which are like, I guess kind of like post-game versions of each of these chapters that have like harder screens and puzzles and stuff like that. And beating them instead of... That's a weird spot to have a death. Beating them will still unlock... Oh my gosh, TGH in the ceiling. He went for a strat there where whenever you skip a cutscene, it like repositions your X position to be in the right spot. So like moves you left or right to be where it wants you to be. But for whatever reason, it doesn't move you up and down. So you can skip a cutscene like high up or something and have it like place you above the button. You can hit it early on, but he wasn't high up enough, so he just got stuck inside the wall.
Both of them not getting the depths corner boost.
But yeah, they're taking a separate route here. They're gonna grab this cassette and it's gonna unlock a new chapter. And B-side chapters they have some difficult movement, and not only that, like the screens that you can die in are really punishing. And
yeah,
so
a death pretty much
there.
anywhere in 5B is very costly.
Like generally like at least 4 or 5 seconds.
In any B-side, really.
And then after that, we're gonna have chapter 6 and 6B, which is like the same but even worse. It's like even harder.
I mean, you can already tell how difficult this is gonna be just looking at it.
Yeah, the spike aesthetic in 5B is...
It's certainly a vibe.
So on top of that, I guess we weren't like super quick to mention it because of how consistent they are at it, but right here, there is a skip they're gonna do to skip collecting a bunch of keys. It's a 2-frame input. TGH missed it.
TGH missing it.
He pressed the button slightly too late. What you want to do is wall jump on this wall, and it sends you back down so that you don't go through the screen transition. Marlon got a first try.
Yes, and just like that,
Marlon's in the lead. And because it has nowhere to place you, because you're above like an empty spot, TJ's getting its second try.
Nice.
It puts you on the right side of the screen.
Yeah, you're never supposed to be able to enter that screen through falling down. So yeah, it just defaults to the checkpoint closest.
Yeah, that's what I mean though. It took one, like a frame late input or so. TJ should have been like a frame or two late jumping there, and now he's behind.
Dude,
there's plenty of other spots in 5B where you can lose that
Marlon
kind of time.
is going for
Marlon going for a very risky cycle there.
Yeah,
dude, they're so close right now. Oh my god.
Failed it as well.
Wow. I'm surprised they went for that. It's not that much faster.
I think Marlon just normally does it because he can do it decently and he likes the time save. By the way, this save and quit is a slight IGT time save.
Okay.
If you're curious as to
about
why
half a second.
the menu there.
Yeah, please point out whenever they're saving IGT or not, because I wasn't sure at what points IGT is still going on or not.
Yeah, there are a few like actual IGT time saves like that in the run, but basically whenever you load into that checkpoint, Madeline is like sitting down and she does like this little like get up animation, kind of like the one she does at the start of chapter 2 when she's like asleep and she wakes up. It's just like a slight animation. When you save and quit and re-enter, then it skips that. So all you have to do is a little bit of menuing. TG dropping too late on that strat there. This is a seeker boost where you can use the knockback from him to send you through the level, and then you get a wall jump on that last pillar there. And skip breaking all of them. Yeah, TJ just having a terrible chapter 5 so far. He lost all of his lead over Marlon pretty much. He's like maybe 10 seconds behind.
I definitely wouldn't count him out yet because 6B, anything can happen in 6B.
Yeah, I've seen him get like borderline like perfect 6Bs and runs lately.
I think between these two, I want to say TGH's and 7A as well, slightly. Not necessarily, not in terms of PB or like gold split, like the fastest they can do it, but in terms of consistency. But Marlon definitely has the upper hand right now.
And consistency matters so much in 6B, because deaths in that chapter are fat. Yeah, and then past that you have chapter 7, which is the end to the run, which like isn't like dumb B-side screens, but it is like really hard, and it's also the longest chapter in the game. So being able to get a good time in that chapter is incredibly difficult, just because like you have to take things like momentum into account. Watching like people go for like top level PB attempts and world record attempts in this game, they can be on the good paces in a summit, and they can take like 2 small deaths and like one of the first checkpoints. And I swear always like it affects like their momentum in the chapter.
Yeah.
Because you just have so much to go through that if it starts falling apart early, which commonly happens just because the
beginning is like the hardest part, yeah.
Yeah, it's the hardest part. That like it can just cause everything to fall apart.
Yeah, because the whole thing's 8 minutes.
Yeah, but a third of the game.
But if you can chain together a Deathless Summit, then you can see some great things.
Oh, let's see Marlon. Do Marlon's entrance here? It's
Okay,
still,
that's fine.
Yeah, no doubt.
He knows how to back this up.
So TGH might go for it as well. Well, he will go for it. He might get it, is what I mean. But you can boost off this block just as it opens the transition.
Oh no, he didn't.
Oh, that's
he didn't
scary.
Go for the...
Wow. Oh no.
You got thrown into a really bad position from that.
So yeah, funny thing is, corners, if you kind of like dash diagonally into them, they can just eat all your speed.
Yeah, so like, you commonly want to like dash diagonally down into the floor in this game to like get speed from it, right? Well, if you ever like try and jump out of that to keep your speed, and you land far enough on the edge of a platform, it'll actually think that you're wall jumping off of the wall of said platform. And whenever you wall jump, obviously you can't keep that grounded speed. So it just ruins you. And that's what happened to TGH there.
Alright, so now we are in 6B.
Oh,
Okay.
no. I guess one thing I would want to point out is that they are both playing on controllers right now, which makes like I guess those analog stick angles a little bit easier than compared to some people playing keyboard, right?
Yeah, I'd play on keyboard.
Okay.
Yeah, these players both use... Marlon uses a DS4 controller, PS4 controller, and TGH uses a modified model of a PS4 controller.
Okay. Fancy.
All right. But yeah, so here we're coming up on some of the really long screens. Like for instance, the screen TGH is on right here.
Whoa. That was close.
Whoa.
A death there would be very devastating.
Yeah, so this checkpoint is called Reprieve, I believe. Excuse my tiny amount of knowledge in the game, but I don't actually know what the checkpoint is. I think it's Reprieve. And it's a really long like ravine section where you just have to like fall through spikes. And like a major thing that you can do here that like looks like super dumb when you watch people do it, it's like, dude, you're in such a hard section, why are you trying to save time this way? But like you can play super aggressive and just like go for down diagonal dashes instead of just like dashing left and right through the gaps.
Oh, I see. I'm glad you pointed that out.
Yeah, and in addition to that, they're going to be like holding down to fast fall as much time as they can because you can't also fast fall in this game. Yeah,
so like that. Is that what you're talking about right there?
The diagonals?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything Marlon's doing right now.
Yeah, so see Marlon, playing very
aggressive. There's another
aggressively.
demo dash there, by the way.
Yep, right through the wall.
Oh yeah, another demo. Setupless demo.
Yeah,
Marlon's doing really good
demo,
right now.
That demo's interesting because like there is one patch of the game where like the gap in between those spikes right there in particular just became a couple pixels bigger. And it was like, okay, I guess the devs like want us to demo dash here.
Yeah, you can see it again on Teach's screen right here.
So like the reason people don't go for like setupless demo dashes throughout the game is because for most spikes, like the way that they're normally spaced out, you only have a 1 pixel window to make it through without hitting either side of the spikes. Because the spike hitboxes are all separated by like little circles that are all like spaced out from each other.
Marlon's gonna opt to just take the feather.
Yeah,
there is a
he can afford it.
I like
strat there that he normally does, I think.
Teach does feather skip right here.
It saves about a second, but it's really difficult.
Yeah, so next screen for Teach, just be on the lookout.
Yep. See if he does it.
love this strat. I love it.
Let me see.
So he's gonna preserve. He's trying to preserve one of the dash crystals.
Yeah,
so
you
he
have
can
to
get
like
it on
dash
the way back.
over the crystal so that you can keep it afterwards. Nah, he hit it.
So he's gotta get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you leave that dash crystal there, after you hit battle line, you can dash like left and then up, and you can wall jump off of one of the crumbling blocks as they fall down as like a hazard.
Yeah, I think that might have been what happened to Marlon too. That he decided.
Yeah, it's easy to back up if you notice that you didn't like preserve the crystal.
What just happened on Marlon?
Oh
on
no!
screen? Did you see that?
Wait.
He dashed into the spikes on top of the second, like that last Kevin block.
I didn't notice that.
I was gonna do a thing here where he
lost a lot of time there.
Waits for the gem crystal to respawn so he can just skip the rest of the screen.
That's crazy.
Yeah, here's a cool ultra right here.
Whee!
Nice, gets that first try.
Oh, nice corner boost from
Very
him.
nice.
I don't think I've seen someone do that. Oh yeah, here's a coin skip. You can just like Get a wall jump right through that gap. You want to make sure that she's not shooting a ball through the gap as that happens. And also, you just need a little bit of height so you can actually make it through.
And keep in mind that Marlon's IGT is about 1.5 seconds ahead of TJ's, so...
Yeah, so all of a sudden, TJ just made this race back.
He really did.
Yeah, which may be surprising to him, because like TGH hasn't had a very pretty 6B either.
Yeah, it was that one giant death Marlon took at the end of the
But
first
he is saving a whole 15 seconds over him here, which is like pretty much unheard of for any other chapter in this game. Like,
That's crazy.
Pretty much even Summit, you're not gonna get like differences that big at this level.
Probably not.
Unless, you know, it goes like terrible.
But it's definitely still anyone's race. This is really close.
Yeah, it's still possible.
I love that. I love it so
and
much.
either one of them could take this. It's only a 3-second difference.
Uh-huh.
Which I believe Marlon's Summit Gold is about 3 seconds faster than TGH.
Does he have a 757? I think he does.
Yeah,
right?
he does.
All right, this is what you like to see.
He's looking so focused.
Being close to sync, going into Summit, man. This is what you want to see.
For sure.
I will point out, I mean, this doesn't speak for his actual consistency, but just within like Marlon's actual 90% PBs that he's been getting, his summits have been a couple seconds slower than the runs that TGH has been getting.
Yeah.
Like their current PBs, which are 27, 10, and 12, like Marlon has like an 806 summit in that compared to TJ with an 800.
Wow.
Which, for example, like at that level is pretty big. One of the reminders that one of these players can get sub 27 at some point soon, which is kind of crazy. The time save is definitely there. It's just really hard to string together.
Yeah, if you guys haven't noticed and you're new to watching Celeste, they actually have 2 dashes now.
Yep. Oh, TJ could have saved that. You can make it through there. I don't know if he's ever been in that situation before, but there's like some weird wall jumps that may have been worth to go for. Yeah, both of them failed the ultra in that.
Oh, TGH going for the aggressive demo.
Yeah, there is a slight time save that you can do here.
That was super aggressive.
Uh-huh. Yeah, instead of going for an upright.
I was saying at the start that Marlon was going to be the one playing aggressive.
Yeah.
But it seems like Marlon's been taking a bit of a safer approach, which I think is smart.
Yeah, because at this point, when you have this slight of a difference, which, like I said, we don't know if he knows that or not. Oh my gosh, that is a really bad
gosh.
He must be frustrated right now. This is what I'm talking about with Summit momentum.
He's really not happy right now.
At least Marlon taking another death there, even it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty much
so
even.
Close.
Yeah, it's super close because they're tied on IGT.
You've got to keep the deaths that they've taken in mind right now. Like they have to have the mentality to close out a summit that like isn't particularly going well, which can be like really hard.
Yeah. But yeah, they're both having a really bad summit so far.
I mean, you guys say bad, and I'm like, oh my god.
I mean, yeah, Marlon losing like 10 seconds already, like 15 summit compared to, I guess, what they're used to getting.
And it looks like Tej had that last segment pretty clean.
Nice setup for a demo dash there that Marlon went for.
And arguably, the Chapter 3 revisit of this chapter is like one of the most difficult parts of the entire game.
Oh yeah, we could definitely see a lead
he
change
jumped
here.
just too late on that extended
Marlon.
dash, and he didn't get speed. TGH ahead again. Yeah, he's got to take like a really slow cycle here.
There's another really hard room
This
coming
room
up.
has a terrible death cycle.
Okay, yeah, TJ's playing that next room safe. Marlon going all out and gets it.
And getting a couple more ultras there.
Yeah, this checkpoint could basically be the one that sets like Summit early game set in stone. Like if you're on Summit on a PB pace and you're like, you know, hoping that you can do really well, by the time you get a good pace out of what 1500 at this checkpoint,
Yeah, that's how you. That's when you know that you're
serious.
gaming.
I can't believe how many lead changes we've seen throughout this entire race.
A lot.
Yeah,
because you know,
even in Summit.
I was just gonna say, like you guys were saying, like it's all about momentum. Like if you die in City and you have to do a no reset run, like that stays with you throughout the entire run. Where you remember your deaths and you just have to keep performing. Oh, nice little skip here.
Okay.
Whoop.
TGH having to take it a bit slow. He can recover this.
Nice.
Okay. It's great that he knows that backup. Marlon having it as well.
What?
I think it's either
that's
teacher plus that did that
actually
in
like
phase.
incredible that they both
as far as
missed
first
that.
time viewers know now, that's the fast strat.
Now you know.
So much
I don't even
insanity.
know how to back that.
Kind of funny.
Marlon grabbing the extra berry there.
That's so sick.
You gotta bring it all the way. And Teach just did it. You're gonna see a nice little demo dash to get through this block.
So yeah, it looks like about a 5-second lead.
Yeah, pretty much 5 seconds exactly.
Marlon
Which
going
means
aggressive there. He
this-
gets it.
This race relies on TGH taking a death. Like, if TGH plays the rest without dying, then the race is pretty much over.
Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah, Marlon, even if he plays perfectly, he needs TGH to make a mistake.
Wow,
Big one at that.
I've never seen anybody do like just a demo.
Oh
to
my
get
gosh!
A hyper dash off
What?
that
Oh my
block.
gosh, that's exactly what we needed.
What? Why did he go back to the
I think he
right?
second guessed himself there. Like, that would have worked. I think he second guessed himself, thinking that he wasn't like far enough to the side, because you want to squeeze through a tight little gap there. I think he preemptively got worried, thinking that he was gonna get stuck under the block and that he wasn't close enough. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that actually happened.
For the fans, for sure. Okay.
Yeah, take one for the fans. Oh my gosh.
You guys see the sink? Well,
Dude, this is so nuts.
Oh, Marlon almost died.
Guys, this is for a difference in 3,000 euros.
I don't know how this always happens with Celeste.
This
I
is, like,
swear,
actually-
anytime there's a high-stakes Celeste race, there's some otherworldly force that, like, causes people to die whenever they need it to. For the fans.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
It just happens every time.
Dude, $3,000 difference on the line.
A 0.5 second difference. This
Yup.
is the point where, like, Marlon can actually bring this back now just by playing well.
Yeah.
He's not relying on a mistake anymore.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Marlon takes the lead.
No way.
Oh my
no
gosh.
way.
Okay, he could have run out of stamina there and fallen down. That would have been so scary.
Yeah, that would have been
If you run out of stamina, you can neutral jump to save it, but when you have the downwind like this, it becomes really annoying.
Okay.
Holy.
Oh. I breathe.
Dude, deep breath.
Yeah, even despite that, still
Oh my
maintaining
God.
within a second. Marlon
No.
messing up a reverse there. He needs to land on the ground
Dude,
and take
this
a dash
is
back.
what? They are literally almost on the same. What?
It's like they're on the same
The-
I think we're watching the same.
This
Yeah,
the
it's
same feed.
duplicated.
The same exact. What the? Are you serious?
literally duplicated.
What? No, this is literally gonna go down to the frame. If nothing bad happens.
Evan's fight cutscene skip.
It's gonna go down to
It's gonna come down to the cutscene skip.
Yeah.
Alright,
TJ's getting like a 0.2 lead just in like slight differences in movement.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Just very.
Not
you
like
really-
in the actual
really
different
needed
strats,
it.
but just like playing faster, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
Marlon
Yeah, I
taking
think
flag
TJ
10.
is very slightly ahead.
Both of them taking the flag.
So many micro
Strats, they normally do
optimizations
that.
in this game.
Yeah,
my
I mean, you have to keep in mind too, they're both so nervous. Like, those headphones, there's no way that's blocking out the crowd.
No, not at all.
They
That
can
crowd.
hear everything.
That crowd.
Especially with that crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I think Marlon needs a death again. He's like 1.5 behind.
Yeah.
TJ might be able to close this out.
But flag
Like
3.
I don't think there's anything stupid enough remaining that Marlon can go for that would bring back that
Yeah,
kind
no,
of
I don't
deficit.
think so.
Let's see. The
Flag
approach is final
Unless
flag.
TGH like
That
plays
was
it really
slightly
safe
slower.
for like,
TJ should lose
I don't know.
a few fractions of a second there. Marlon doing a faster strat.
Oh my gosh.
That's it. Oh my god.
Wait, what if TGH
Unless if
retries the flag
TJ
one?
dies trying to skip the cutscene, then that is it.
No, he won't do that.
That is
Guys,
so sad.
Oh,
that's it.
Oh my
That's
Bar
it.
none the best Celeste race I've ever seen.
Oh,
Yeah, that's oh wow.
Yo, GG.
Marlon.
Great race. Fantastic. One of the best
That's so sick.
races I'm gonna go back to the stream here so we get the interviews. One of the best races I've ever seen in speedrunning. That was phenomenal.
What a run, guys!
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Well played,
so
guys.
crazy.
Marlon.
That was something.
First and second and first.
That was
You had a few mistakes
insane.
through the run, but you still win the 1,000 euros. How do you feel about how the run did?
Yeah, I mean, like in some spots I just lost focus for a few moments, so then I die a couple of times, but I try to regain focus real quick, and then at the end there, I think flag 2 basically sealed the deal there, like the death at the end.
Yeah.
But it was a fun race. I hope it was fun to watch.
I switched over to the interviews, by the way, if you guys.
Il nous dit qu'il a raté à quelques endroits et que forcément ça a joué sur la fin, surtout au niveau du deuxième flag. Mais il espère que vous avez kiffé la run et je pense que c'est le cas. They liked it.
Shout out to the commentators for practicing their English for this.
Side to the frame until the end. It was amazing. How did you feel about that? Did you know that it was so close? Yeah, you knew.
Yeah, I definitely had
so
glimpses
tall.
of the match through the monitor right there. No, it's fine. It made it more fun. Yeah, so I knew where we stood the entire time. My game felt like it was running in slow motion just from like the adrenaline. And I had to try and slow myself down with it, and was able to do that. Apparently, just well enough. So.
My English is great. I hope so. I am the English Restream. Appreciate you.
Du coup, il avait malheureusement, j'y avais pas pensé. Je pensais qu'il pourrait pas se retourner pour regarder, mais il avait un retour ici et il voyait qu'il était extrêmement close, parfois devant, parfois derrière. Il avait tellement de pression qu'il m'a dit qu'il avait l'impression de parfois voir son jeu en slow motion. C'était incroyable pour lui, je pense. Et congrats, 4,000 euros.
Did you add them on Discord? Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Thank you, guys.
Marlon. Thank you again.
We'll see you at the end of the show.
So wait, what's next? Wait, Sekira's next? Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Yo, Sekira boys, you on deck?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just me.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
Well, c'était très bien.
Cool. So I'm gonna get out of here. We're gonna make sure you like refresh the VLC if you can. You can press stop and play again, just to make sure that we're exactly at the same spot. Yeah, guys, that was an insane race. I'm gonna turn down the audio a little bit, dude. That was awesome.
That was literally a clench towards the end. They were brains apart.
Celeste, dude, you can chill in here if you want for a little bit, but then yeah, once Sekiro starts, and we'll hop over. But yeah, thanks a lot for commentating, guys. I really appreciated it. You guys did a great job. So, thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for setting this up.
Dude, I set this up in 14 hours. Fuck yeah.
Dude, yeah. No, because last night he literally messaged me. He's like, all right, we're gonna, we could stream this. And then we were just getting everybody together. So we did all this at like 1 a.m. last night.
Yep. I'm just messaging everyone. Dude, that was for sure the best Celeste race live. I'm glad that we could get you guys all on commentary for it. Dude, I think that this is definitely going to be a second channel video later down the road. It's too hype already. Mm-hmm. The Portal race was close. Celeste race was insanely close. All right, let's see the competitors.
Oh, this is my first time seeing Passiflora. He doesn't usually stream. Yeah.
Okay.
Face reveal.
Face reveal.
Aggie reveal. Aggie reveal.
Dude, the pyro.
I know, dude.
The pyro's so cool. Like, have you ever seen pyro in speedrunning?
Pyro.
No.
GDQ got to step up their game.
GDQ needs pyro.
Hey guys, thank you for supporting PCF.
Oh my god, just imagine. 33,000 viewers on the French stream. That's insane, dude. Can't think of the last time I've seen a speedrunning event that wasn't GDQ have 33,000. No, that's awesome.
Yeah, but we don't have any commentary. We can't understand them anyways. If you guys want to go listen to them, you guys can go hop over to that stream. You can use the command in the title, or you can just find it on Twitch easily. So, do you want to tell us a little about this game? It's supposed to be like a Dark Souls-esque game. I mean, I know what the game is, but yeah.
Yeah. So it's made by the makers of Dark Souls, which is From Software. It's set in Japan in like the, I don't know, feudal era, something like that, in sort of an alternate version of Japan. And basically it's like Dark Souls, but with samurai / shinobi instead of knights and, heavily armored. So it's way more fast-paced than Dark Souls. So if you've played Dark Souls, it's like you're rolling around, right? It's kind of slowly waiting for an opportunity. Sekiro is go, go, go. It's you're attacking, they're blocking, you're parrying them, and it's like a back and forth. It's more like a dance than it is kind of, waiting for the opportunities. But this category, Shura ending unrestricted, basically we're going to skip or cheese almost all of the fights. So there's really only one fight that we'll actually get to see the true combat of Sekiro right at the end. And pretty much everything other than that is just going to be lock them into a corner, take away the lock-on so that we can attack sideways from them, and they'll just forget how to block if you're not facing them. Yeah.
So it's just like getting enemies into the corner in this game is just broken, just completely broken?
Absolutely. Yeah, completely broken, and is allowed in glitchless for some reason. So there's pretty much any category that you watch of this game, most of the fights end up just being a complete cheese fest.
Random question.
Yo.
So I actually have not watched the Sekiro run, but from what I've heard, there's air swimming. Are we going to see any of that?
This would be the category that most heavily relies on air swimming, and in fact, it's such a heavy reliance on it that there's a separate category just for banning air swimming. So not even the full glitch list, but it's like a no major glitches of just banning that one glitch. It's kind of like the Ocarina of Time banning ace thing that's going on, where it's just so big that it kind of takes over the run. And we'll see that probably about from halfway through the run all the way to the end. Everything is just going to be, we rush to unlock the swimming skill. We use that to swim through the air. And then we kind of just skip everything and go to the end.
So there's like quite a few people that I've seen a little bit. And it's funny how one of the only things I know about the game is that some people just do not like air swim, if I'm understanding that correctly. I just noticed that some people haven't moved over.
Yeah, it's sort of, it makes it less interesting because you skip so many more of the fights and the interesting skips to basically do one skip, the air swim, like 4 times. And that just becomes the whole run, and it just dominates it. I don't think it's, it's bad at all, but it's doing one thing multiple times instead of getting a variety in there.
Gotcha. Do you, I guess because whenever we see the air swim glitch, we'll know what it is, but do you have any idea why it works?
Yeah, it's actually pretty simple. So basically, whenever you enter a body of water and then you dive into it, you go into the swimming state. And if you do this from out of bounds, then you will go into the swimming state, but there's no boundaries to keep you in. So you can just keep your swimming state and go wherever you want. So it's just going to be about getting out of bounds anywhere where there's no boundaries to keep you in, getting into that swimming state, and then you're just free to go anywhere.
It's basically almost exactly how swim and air works in Spyro.
Yeah, probably. I'm not.
No, I know you might not know about that, but yeah, it's just like that's what it reminds me of. I can just go back to other stream. I won't be able to understand their commentary anyways. If you guys want to listen to their commentary, go over to their stream for a little bit, and then if you want to come back for the race, come right back. It just doesn't make sense for me to switch back and forth. I'm only going to switch over when they do the interviews because those are in English. But for right now, we're just chilling. It hasn't taken them too long to get everything up, so no problem. So the thing is, a lot of people have been asking for a schedule. The thing is this is only a 3-hour-long event, and it's probably going to finish, I would have to guess, shorter than 3 hours. So there wasn't really a schedule. It's just the event starts here. It's only 3 hours long, and there's only 4 games. So we've already watched 2 of them. There's only two to go. This and then Minecraft. I think Minecraft's gonna be really hyped too, just because of the back and forth. Especially if it goes to game 3, then that's gonna be crazy.
And also with Minecraft, it will come down to RNG in the end, especially if they're doing Crystal Strap, and like how many pillars are spawning in the end.
Yep.
And that's also nice that they're doing a best of 3, not even because it's 5 minutes, but because it's the RNG at the end is. I mean, that's what it comes down to.
So yeah, I guess yeah, random seed might have been better just because no matter what, you can't avoid randomness.
Like how they do with like Mario Maker, where it's like everything is completely blind, so they pick out a random seed ahead of time, and it's just who can execute it the best.
Mario Maker's a great example, and people love watching it. But I mean, I think either way, because with this, we're gonna be seeing like the tightest of execution, like because they just know exactly what they don't have to really think; they just have to
you're gonna see
play.
them build quickly, making their tools or anything that they might need, making the Nether portal to go to the Nether. They're gonna do the gamer strat, which Illumina made a video on that I saw on his channel, and that video has like over 2 million views. Instead of like mining out obsidian to make the Nether portal, they use buckets of water and lava to like kind of like draw it out.
Oh, I see.
And then they ignite it, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
So you don't have to mine obsidian at all, which you're normally supposed to. Like, I guess in casual play if you don't know about that strategy, but yeah, I'm gonna add
yeah, you're gonna get some people in here.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna add Admiral and Geo. Yeah, you guys just mute Mike for now.
Yep.
And then after Sakura, we'll get you boys in.
This is kind of environment you wanted GSA to have, yeah. I guess the thing is, I think that now that I'm watching this, as far as like RTA races, I kind of like just the one race as long as the game is close to like a half hour long. I kind of just like just one race, and rather than having like a best of 3 for like a half hour long game, it's just too long. But the alternative to that, if you want to have sets, do individual levels. That's by far the best way to do speedrunning as an esport, because then you can counterpick like levels. Say if you have a list of levels, no 2 levels get ran, no level gets ran twice. That's just the best way to do it, if the game has individual levels. And we've seen that executed with Double Dash at Smash and Splash. That was by far one of the like most fun games for me to watch speedrun, because the runners know that they don't have to play super safe the entire time, because they know that if they lose one race, they can come back and do another one. They want to cut those corners. It's a lot more intense, and then mistakes are just so punishing, because you're cutting the corner so like as hard as you possibly can, but then if you hit the wall, you lose so much.
Yeah, I think for like Celeste, it would be really cool if it was a point system where, or like, much like Smash Bros, how you ban stages or you pick stages. It could be like, hey, I'm gonna challenge you to 7C, or I'm gonna challenge you to 1B, and it's first to 10, and like
Celeste.
I think that would be sick.
ILC striking.
I think that would be sick. I think it would be a really cool point system, and like
that actually could be really cool now that I think about it. I've never thought about that before. That's really interesting.
Yeah, and like maybe you can ban stages if you want. Every player gets 3 bans or whatever, and Farewell is banned. I love it. No.
That's the only chapter I know how to play. That's not fair.
Yeah, you have to keep Farewell.
But I mean, that's just kind of what my thoughts are. I think that right now with RTA runs, I mean, I'm sure it's fine, but for the longevity of speedrunning as a potential esport, that would be something with some form of counterplay where one mistake doesn't, which we haven't really been seeing, where one mistake, we've been seeing the races go back and forth, but I think that these games are just like perfect for that. I think it just happens to be that these games work well for it, but something like Super Mario 64, I'm going to keep going back to it, but any Mario game, for the most part, your deaths reset you back to the entirety of the level, and most mistakes mean that you die. So yeah, because I just remember when we were watching at pace, we were watching the Super Mario 64 run, and we were like about 40 minutes into it, and I just saw people leaving. They're done watching, and I literally heard one guy who was like, "Oh, well, this is over. Why don't we go do something else?" I'm like, well, that's not good. You don't want spectators leaving the crowd, because they're like, we already know how this is going to turn out, because there's no possible way for them to make it back up. Yeah, the world records are outdated. Also, they have started, guys. So here we go. I'm going to turn up the audio.
Started.
Here we
So,
go.
yeah, first thing you'll notice is they're going to be jumping in the tutorial section here because we can't dash yet.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Aggie already missed one of the first jumps. Passy's taking it a little bit safer.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason for that is it's just slightly faster than walking. And then in this beginning section, you've got a couple of snipers trying to shoot at you.
Yep.
If either of them does get hit, which is pretty rare, that's just like a 30-second time loss that there's not really much to do about. Yeah.
Wow,
it's pretty brutal.
That sucks, dude. Dude, it's like the snipers could just kill him for $3,000.
Yep. Well, I'm not expecting it to come down to just one thing. There's
Right,
a lot
of
of
course.
things that can go wrong for a huge sum of time lost later. But so far, they are definitely very close. Both taking it pretty standard here. There's not too much to optimize in this section, just kind of running straight. And coming up here, they're going to grab some items. They're going to grab an ash, which is needed for defeating a boss quickly later.
Okay.
And I'll mention when that comes up there, when they're going to use the ash. But here, this is not the intended way to get over to this place, but
Big leap.
by just jumping, you can just get right over there real quick. And so they're coming up on the first fight of the game. It's the tutorial fight. But even if you win the fight, the cutscene just shows you losing it anyway, so might as well just run in and get hit.
Yep. Gotta love those.
That kind of reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh! Memories, where like if you somehow manage to beat Haishin in the beginning of the game, it won't advance you. You basically have to duel him again and you lose. That's what it reminds me of.
Well, luckily, I guess luckily here we can still move on even if we win.
So here is fairly basic movement, but you'll see the thing that they got from finishing the tutorial is now they can grapple onto certain points. That's going to be used a lot throughout the run to get to places. And they're going to be coming up on the first real big skip that I think is going to probably separate them, which is called Ogre Skip.
Okay.
It is really, really difficult, really, not exactly inconsistent, but it seems to be probably frame perfect on 60 FPS. So it is not uncommon.
This game has frame perfect tricks?
It's not uncommon to take like 4 or 5 tries getting it.
Okay.
So we'll see. Aggie half the time gets it first try somehow. Passy, I haven't seen him stream, so I don't know what his consistency is. And let's see. So Aggie's doing it right now.
Okay.
Nope, he didn't quite get it. Ooh, Passy got it first try, so that is a big difference. You can see Aggie's struggling.
Wow. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
What's the worst case scenario here?
Oof, well... I mean, true worst case scenario
that's it. That was it.
Yep. So he still has more chances to do it, but oh gosh,
sheer time loss.
I feel so bad for him.
Oh, he got it. All right.
He finally got it. All right.
Thank
He
God.
literally got drop kicked.
Yeah. Now, Passy's
Just brush it
coming
off.
up on another
Brush it
skip.
off.
Yeah. He may or may not go for the skip. It saves about 5 seconds, but loses about 30 seconds if you don't get it. So I'm actually interested if he's going to try for it. No, he's taking it safe. So this sort of wall cling where he's shimmying along, you can actually jump straight across, but it's very precise.
Okay.
And it only saves about 5 seconds. So
he does not
I
need
think
that
for
right
this-
now.
Yeah, for this scenario, you do not go for that.
I'm sure he hurt. I wonder if he knows. I'm not sure, but like if he knows where Aggie may or may not be at. I doubt it.
I think in the previous interview, the Celeste runner was saying that he knew where they were. So
oh, okay.
I
so
would
then,
imagine so.
Yep. Okay, so then they would know.
Yep.
So maybe he put
and
that
you can see
in
Passy
account.
picked up another item that they'll need later. Gachine Sugar makes it so that you're harder to detect, which we'll need for a later boss, which is like a puzzle boss. And if they don't see you, the puzzle's a whole lot easier to complete.
Yeah. I mean, this game was made to be difficult, so speedrunning it, I'm sure is insane.
It is. All right, and so Passy's coming up to another trick here. You can just barely jump onto that tower, and then by doing... Oh, he missed the jump. Ooh, so there's a really, really tough jump there that if you get it just right, you can grab onto the ledge and just skip the boss entirely.
Okay.
Just walk on by. And so now Aggie's coming up on it.
So
and Aggie has pretty much made up all the time now.
Wow,
and is
just like
stifling the
that, dude.
Yep.
Just like that.
Just like that. So there's some very specific movement that you have to do to get it so that he doesn't break the tower. And then...
Oh, I see.
Oh, Aggie got it.
Nice,
there we go.
nice, Aggie. All right. Can we keep this close? No.
No. Ah. And so here, Aggie is baiting the boss to run off the edge because we want the boss to die so that we can get his memory, which will help us do more damage later. Okay, he did die. I thought Aggie might have moved too early. And right on, Aggie's coming straight up to another skip. The early game of this game is right into some big skips.
Here... looks like it. It's insane.
We're going into bull skip. So we jump on this roof here, and with just the right wall jump, I missed it. You can just barely make it over.
Dude, it's okay, because Passy needs a little bit of time here.
Yeah. He's just
it's okay.
Making up the crowd.
Take your time, Aggie. Don't even sweat it. It's...
Oh, he might have it here.
He's got it. Yeah. Third time's a charm.
Yep. And so here you just walk around the boss arena and just forget it even exists.
Wow. All right. Moving on.
Moving on. Yeah, it's going to be a little basic for a bit for Aggie, but he is going to get up to a mini-boss, which he might cheese in the corner. It's actually a little slower to cheese this mini-boss, so I think Aggie probably will not go for that, but it is a little more consistent sometimes.
Okay.
That's nice.
Yeah,
yep, and Passy got it. So now Passy's on the bull skip. We'll see if he can get that first try and make up some time.
See ya.
Let's see. Yep, Aggie's gonna fight the boss normally. So here you can kind of see Sekiro's combat. A lot of trading blows going back and forth. Hitting into deflecting, into hitting, into deflecting.
And he's just waiting for an opening, or?
No, he's just constantly attacking.
Okay.
But the enemy will sort of hyper armor through some of your attacks to start attacking back, and that's when you need to go into deflecting instead.
Gotcha.
And so that was a pretty clean fight from Aggie. Not the best pattern that he could have gotten, but not too bad either. All right, and Passy's going to come up on there as well. And Aggie's going to make a jump here that looks like he's jumping off into absolute... Wait, what happened to Passy? What? Uh-oh.
I don't have any words for this.
I don't know what happened.
Everybody take a deep breath in.
Oh my gosh.
And out.
That has never happened before. Oh, his controller stopped working. Oh my gosh.
Oh. He's like, fuck you, give me my money.
Oh, it's like, what do you do there?
I hope his controller is like okay to move forward.
Yeah, that is gonna lose him some time because he didn't get the aerial death blow falling down, so he's gonna have to essentially kill the enemy twice, whereas Aggie only had to do it once.
All right, note to anybody running a speedrunning competition, always have a backup controller right next to it.
Yeah.
That lessons to be learned right here, right now.
Yeah, that was a quick transition. Like, stop timer, got everything
situated.
Yeah, honestly, they did that. They did that well.
I think it died again. I think it died again.
Oh, I see.
Dude, I mean, Aggie's a champ.
Yeah.
Aggie's a champ for it. Obviously, yes, he does look a bit like, you know, it's because anytime something goes bad, okay, if you're in a situation, something goes wrong, and it's not your fault, you know that feel. It's just like there's nothing you can do about it to change it to make it better. It's just that feeling. But he's doesn't seem like really mad or anything. Yeah, he won't mind.
Yeah, he's vibing for sure.
But hey guys, how are you guys enjoying everything so far? More just talking about the event rather than the restream, but I hope you guys are enjoying the event that they're putting on because they put a lot of work into it. You can tell. In only a short amount of time, 3 weeks, they put this all together. And I think for what they're trying to do with a huge crowd like this and everything, I think they're handling it really well. Presentation seems fantastic. Really, I mean, they even thought of like the other like perspectives to be able to watch the race a little bit easier, see
Even
who's in
just
the
like
lead.
small things like the camera cuts that they're doing and everything, you know, on the commentators, then back to the runners, then switch the layouts when someone's ahead and that sort of thing.
You're still thinking in Celeste. I don't blame you. I mean, we went from that, I mean, to this. It's okay. I'm just saying.
If they get it working, it's going to be a really hype run, but
for
yeah,
sure.
This is...
Just need the blessed controller RNG. Man. But I mean, this is the first time. I mean, there's going to be hiccup. There's going to be. You just can't plan and figure out what it's going to be.
Wait, the stream crashed?
Steam crashed.
Oh, Steam. I read that wrong.
Yeah.
Steam has crashed.
I was like, their stream crashed. Like, come over here, like.
Well, someone in the chat just said that on the French stream that they're not going to restart the run. So if Steam crashed, I mean, wouldn't you have to restart it?
Dude,
well,
all right,
Sekiro auto saves all the time, so in theory, Passy shouldn't be too far.
Okay,
back.
here we go. We're
he's
back in
actually
it.
Kind of fine.
Not
Right.
just give Aggie an extra 1K and restart completely. I'd be down.
Aggie's coming up on the first
right.
big cheese boss of just lock her in the corner, and then take your camera off, swing away. There's one attack that she has that has hyper armor.
This is so stupid.
You might have to deflect, which is this one. Yep, but yeah.
You're right.
That is the majority of the boss fight, is just swing to the side and they don't know how to block.
Can't restart because of schedule, understandable.
Yeah.
The one thing I don't like is they don't have a transition there. They just switch it over. They just had a small fade there. It'd be a little better. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Passy now got past that boss where his controller was dying
Yep.
and is onto the same cheese boss coming up in a second.
What if he makes the comeback? That'd be insane. But
It's totally possible.
Okay.
If you die in the late game, here, it can lose several minutes. So not just seconds, it can lose minutes at the end game. So we'll see.
And I mean, what do you think is a percentage that? All right, let's just say, just speak from your perspective that you would like lose to a boss like that, or like just bring up a random boss that you're thinking of in your head.
For my perspective, probably like 30 to 40%.
Okay.
For Aggie, probably more like 10 to 20.
Okay. At least we're being honest here.
Yeah. Aggie did a nice little skip there, which is actually super easy. You just jump on a tree and it skips you having to go around about 20 seconds. And the boss, quote unquote, that Aggie just killed, that is actually not a cheese. You just swing away and the boss doesn't do anything.
Okay.
That is intended. The hardest boss in the game.
Fair enough.
And Aggie's coming up on the one part of the run where if he does not do it, the run is dead. Like, not lose a couple minutes, like, you pretty much can't continue. It's the one spot for, like, GDQ that he had a backup save just in case.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah, because if you use your resources and you don't kill it with the resources, like, well, maybe Aggie's good enough that he actually knows how to kill it regularly, but it's a really hard fight that you are super, like, under-leveled for. That would be just insane to try to actually fight normally instead of skipping. So if he uses all of his resources and doesn't get it, he will not have the resources for a second try. The game auto-saves as soon as you use any of your resources.
So you're saying that you wouldn't be like there's bosses in this game that you can't just shove in a corner and just have at it?
There's a couple, but this one's actually more silly. You'll see it when he does it.
All right.
So Aggie here is gonna go around the boss so that the boss actually doesn't notice him when it spawns.
Okay.
Just snap a couple times, throw a couple. Oh, that was a little slow. Throw a couple ash.
Okay.
Hopefully he's still fine. And just death blow the boss.
Okay.
And the boss is just done.
That's
without ever having seen him.
That was yeah. I mean, was that hard? Was that difficult to like?
It's a little precise.
Okay.
So it's not that difficult. He actually grabs 5 ashes, and you can do it with a minimum of 4.
Mhm.
You just have to be more precise with it. So there's a little safety built in, but I have definitely seen that messed up in runs. So it is not a freebie by any means. And Passy's made up a decent chunk of the time and is coming up on that same skip here in a bit.
You just got to bounce back.
Yep. And now Aggie's going to get into the air swim. So this is the place where we get out of bounds. Is just if you jump over here, the wall isn't actually solid.
Okay.
You just go right out of bounds, find some water, go into the swim state, and now you're free. You can go anywhere.
All right. A whole new world. No, that's what I'm saying, man. It's like literally basically exactly how you do it in Spyro.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one restriction on air swimming is that if you go too far into a new area without giving the game a chance to load it, you'll just die. It'll kill you. So that's why he's going to do certain spots. That's why he's quitting out right now. He's quitting out to give the game a chance to load everything in, because if he kept going straight, he would just die.
I think this would be a good point to talk about. Has there been any like patches or what kind of version they might be running on?
So they're running on an older patch. They're running on the release patch 1.02. But there's been up to 1.04, which has a couple of our skips patched, but also has some gameplay changes. Like one skill you get called Mortal Draw is much, much stronger in 1.04, and that's why it's actually run for the glitchless category, because they don't care that the skips got patched out, but they do care about that extra damage. And so Aggie here is swimming in a certain way to keep aggro on certain enemies so that they'll continue to see him. Because when you do a quit out in this game, it takes you to where you started getting aggro. So it's going to take him all the way back a little bit and put him back in the swimming state. So once he gets this idle, which he's going to need later, he's just going to quit out of the game here, and it's going to put him back into the swimming state so he can go somewhere else.
Okay. Why? Wait, I don't know if you just explained it there, but why is it put him back in the swim state?
So it's actually from Dark Souls. If you quit out, it would just keep you in the exact same spot, and all the enemies would forget about you. So Dark Souls speedrunners would abuse that to just, okay, I'm just going to run through everything, then quit out, and then I'm scot-free. So FromSoft decided, well, instead of doing that, we're going to put you back to where the enemies first saw you.
Oh.
But we can abuse that by intentionally getting the enemies to see us, go do some task, and then quit out, and it'll put us back to where they first saw us.
Okay.
So now Aggie's coming up to the most precise skip in the game. Not exactly the hardest, but it's the only spot in the game where you basically have to use keyboard. Controller isn't precise enough, so he switches over to keyboard. And apparently the keyboard is not hooked up or something. Oh no, Passy's controller died again? Oh gosh.
At this point, it's funny. I'm sorry.
Time out.
Okay.
Jeez.
It's not plugged in. Some technical difficulties here. Hopefully the keyboard's plugged in for the Minecraft run. It does seem so stressful, dude. Because like I'm a type of speedrunner that like I won't run games that have like long loading screens in it, because I get iced out just for not playing for 30 seconds. When I'm in the zone, I have to stay there. So I don't know if these guys are like that at all, but like this would fuck with me. It would fuck with me a lot, for sure. Just because once I get cooled down, like I can't once I lose the focus, it takes me a little bit to get it back again.
I'm the opposite. I take any quit outs that I get in this game. I quit out and I'm like, I need to take my breath and compose myself there.
Like everyone's kind of just really different when it comes to that. So it doesn't seem to be affecting them. In fact, the break, I mean, Aggie just seems to be about the same when he comes back, and not much else to say.
Yeah, so I will say for the skip that Aggie's about to do, if he misses it, it loses like 3 minutes. So easily Passy could come back because he'd have to do all of that air swimming he did all again to get back to the spot he's at. It also, if you miss this skip, you end up falling out of bounds where the game doesn't have a kill plane anywhere near you.
Oh.
So you end up falling for about
forever?
30 seconds.
Oh.
Where there's just nothing you can do. You fall for about 30 seconds till the game finally kills you.
Oh, okay. I thought that you'd just be going forever, but there is a kill plane down there, or it just knows that you're too far.
If you end up falling for 30 seconds, the game goes. That's not supposed to happen.
I like that fail safe. I don't. There's not many games that use that.
Man, I just still can't get over this setup. It looks so clean.
Yeah, dude.
The big monitor, the 2 stations, commentators in the middle.
DS4 best software. Kappa for sure. It works great with my PS4. I don't. Aggie do be vibing.
Yeah, Aggie never seems to get shook up by anything that happens, so I'm sure he's doing just fine.
Dude, at GDQ, I was in a, like, I don't know exactly like a party, but there's quite a few people in one of the hotel rooms, and we were playing this one game with the Switch, and you had to hold one of the Joy-Cons in your hand and literally milk a cow, and even then he wasn't unfazed. He was going at it. Dude, I have videos of it too.
What was it? Cow simulator?
Dude, the technique, it literally looks like you're jerking somebody off. You literally gotta go, but you're doing it going down. You're just like, so, dude, they were just like eye to eye, just going, just. Jeez. Dude, Small Ant ended up being the king at that game.
Oh, I'm sure he would be.
Dude, his load was huge. It was insane. Yeah, I guess that's what it. I didn't catch the name of the game because it wasn't mine, but
It's actual gaming.
Which I have Aggie's composure is chill. Just like, yeah, what up 1,200 French people that are all freaking out and don't know what's going on. Yeah.
Back in it.
Back in it.
Okay, so Aggie's getting the setup. Oh, his camera is not playing nicely with him.
What?
Oh gosh.
Dude. That's gonna be that's a PJ Salt.
And Passy, it looks like has found his bearings. The controller disconnect was at a weird time, so he had to find himself again. But it looks like he's there. So he's doing the same aggro chain.
I mean,
watch Aggie fall into oblivion.
Yeah, like he just got done explaining. You have to fall for, you said 30 seconds.
Oh,
30 seconds, and then you have to swim all the way back there.
Oh, wow.
So he is at this point actually behind Passy from that one thing that happened.
Dude, I mean,
he's doing it in a different order than my backup. So he's actually just gonna go straight to the next area, the next boss first, and then he's gonna swim to it afterwards. So here you can see he drops down.
What?
And fall through the floor, but this time it's intentional.
Okay.
Because the next boss arena is just placed under the floor. That's where FromSoft just put the arena, so you fall down and you try to grapple as soon as it loads in, just barely, and boom, you're in the puzzle boss.
I like how they gave a definition for out of bounds. As if the phrase isn't the definition.
Some of them they're providing are.
Yeah, some of them are pretty good.
Especially like Celeste. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Celeste was those ones are helpful.
Yeah.
Yep. And since Aggie has the stealth sugar, you can see he just kind of runs behind each one and backstabs them, and no problem at all.
Peter.
All right, so now at this point, I think Aggie's gonna have to go back and do the air swim here. And wait. Oh.
What's up?
I wasn't even watching Passy's, but I think that he missed the aggro chain, so he's having to redo the air swim as well.
Yeah, I was only watching Aggie as well.
Yeah.
I want to see I want to see his rear out.
Yeah.
This is the thing when everything goes off the rails in a speedrun race, it's hard to like figure out who you want to focus on.
So at this point, I think Aggie is slightly ahead because he's done monkeys that Passy's gonna have to do afterwards, and Passy did it the way that I would have done it, going redoing the air swim first and then doing monkeys afterwards. So we'll see. They're both now in a somewhat similar situation where Passy looks like he's a bit ahead, but has a whole extra boss to do afterwards. Wait, he's redoing the aggro. Now I have no idea what went wrong.
Dude, we have a top runner who's confused here, guys.
Yeah, if he got the idle, there's no reason he should be redoing the swim here. So I have no idea what could have gone wrong to lead him to go back and do the idle a second time.
Just on the fly rerouting.
On the fly rerouting, absolutely. Yeah, he didn't. No, he did get the idle the first time. He just that's a big mistake. He actually went out of his way for something he did not have to do. That idle you only have to activate once, and since he had activated it previously, he just wasted a lot of time going to do it again when he could have gone straight to 8.
Why do you think he did that?
I think it's just the route. He's just got it so ingrained in his head.
Oh, you're saying muscle memory.
Yeah, muscle memory.
Wow.
He was just doing it again.
Where it's kind of like just like borderline like autopiloting.
Damn.
Right, because these are the kinds of mistakes that you would 100% reset for. So he probably has no experience. He's fairly new to this category and actually insane at it because he's got such an amazing time already. But he just probably doesn't know all of the backups and what you want to do. So here you can see now they're at the exact same spot here where they're trying to do the really difficult, the really precise skip.
So
is Passy doing it on controller? Oh, there was Okay, Aggie's doing it on keyboard, which I think is the correct call.
Ouch.
Oh, Aggie just barely made it. Yeah, I am actually amazed that Passy's trying that on controller. Like I have never seen that work on controller, but obviously he thinks it can work if he's trying it.
I mean, he must do that all the time.
Yeah. And so there's some more out of bounds here that Aggie's doing. It's a little easier than that initial jump, but still pretty scary because if you fall, you lose that same 30 seconds and then several minutes swimming back.
Listen, like an extra 3K on the line, I am not pulling out the swag strats.
Right,
you can miss me with that.
All right, at this point, Aggie has a very sizable lead. He could even die on the last boss and probably still be ahead.
Yep. Yeah, you're
here,
saying
Aggie's
these are
gonna go
brutal.
back into the air swim again. Yeah.
They're so like seriously so brutal.
Yeah, it is a very brutal game. It's definitely something where you make one little mistake and the whole run is gone. You just completely restart.
In hindsight,
so now doing another air swim here at the next boss, which is just a little bit faster. I think it's about 8 seconds faster than walking to him normally, but not too much risk. You just get out of bounds and air swim up.
I kind of like that. I mean, not that I like that this is happening. It just kind of illustrates my point that I was talking about earlier with like games that with like that you can make like a single mistake on and it costs so much time. Like what that can do in a race.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see Aggie is back to cheesing. Just lock him in a corner, face away.
Flob, yes, there are other esports events. There will be PACE 2020 Look at smash.gg/pace. There'll be Mario Maker there. And I'll be running Family Guy. Moving on, back to this.
Back to this.
Nice plug.
Nice plug.
So on the third phase, Aggie is actually going to fight the boss normally, but we're going to use a sugar that massively increases your attack. And so it goes by very quickly.
Okay.
So he's just going to fight it normally. If he gets a good pattern, it's literally like 2 attacks and you're done. But he's getting a very, very bad pattern here. You want that attack, the lightning. You just deflect it at him, he gets stunned, and you can do about half his health while he's stunned. And there it is.
Very nice.
And so Passy is doing the same mistake of getting the idol for a 3rd time now. He is very, very I think
very confident lead.
Yeah. So this is a very, very confident lead for Aggie. I would be amazed if Passy could bring this back.
So I'm wondering if the dudes on production are also speedrunners, because dude, they've been on top like of everything as far as like even whenever the controllers are being unplugged, they got like game audio back once it was back like almost framed perfectly. It felt like it was insane, like all 3 times. They've been doing work.
Oh yeah, so Passy's coming back up on that hard skip that he's already failed. At least once when I was watching. I don't know if he failed a 2nd time. We'll see if he can get it this time.
Come on.
Oh, he just missed it. It was looking so good. It was so close.
Well, I don't want to say GG yet, but man,
it's looking like it.
It's
Aggie does have the hardest fight in the game left. The last boss is the hardest fight in the game, so there is some chance that Aggie could get stuck on it. I have had runs where I did the last boss 3 or 4 times and lose like 10 minutes on it. So I don't know if Aggie's going to do that, but if he gets nervous, it could happen.
Just gotta lose 5 minutes here. Just
yeah.
This is so intense. Don't be too sad for him though, guys. He's still making he's still getting $1 grand. Yeah.
Oh man, Emma is giving Aggie a really bad pattern. So she can either try to attack you or just back off and do nothing. And if she backs off, you kind of just have to wait for her, because she could attack at any moment, and if you get caught off guard, it's really bad. But now she's got into her normal attack loop.
Oh.
But it's okay, guys. Emma's still alive. If you look in the final fight, there's a fog wall in the back, and behind it you can see Emma still alive.
Who doesn't like a little neck?
The order that we cheese things in. You can see Emma right back there. Hard to see her through the wall. Ooh, Aggie's going for a bit of the risky strats on the fight. Oh, and he missed a parry. Luckily, Shadows die twice, so he's got another shot.
Okay.
Got another shot.
I see what you did there. Nice. Ooh.
Yeah, those are some of the risky strats that people have started to implement now. Is attacking in between his attacks.
They're so crisp.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, all right. He was a little scared on that one. I was scared for him. Whenever he's in the corner, it can be hard to get around behind him. So sometimes you got to just kind of take it slow, let him get out of the corner a bit.
In that case, do you feel like it'd be a 50-50 because you have to go right or left? Like
so
to try and get out of there?
Kind of doesn't work.
Okay.
You have to go right.
Okay.
It's a little weird. Oh my gosh, he invincibility framed through the attacks. That's insane.
It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, you can see the left didn't work. He was gonna get hit, and he just invincibility framed through it. What? a second time?
Woo.
This man is insane. But it looks like he's got it. There it is. That's the end. From here, it's just cutscenes playing out.
He just really didn't want to lose.
Yeah.
GG. Little GGY. Very, very nice, dude. You must be happy. And are we still on the skip? Yo, one more try. One more try.
One more try.
Come on.
He got it.
He got it. At least we could end on that note.
Yeah.
GG.
Okay, let's flip over. We need to go hear the interviews.
Flip over, and then right after these interviews.
Il le rate malheureusement. Et c'est un abandon pour Passiflora qui n'aura pas réussi à passer ce Guardian Ape Skip très difficile. Bah, c'était une run intense.
Yeah, we're switching over to the Twitch stream now.
C'était le mec le plus en sueur, c'était moi en régie. Hein. Putain, j'étais là, mais
j'avais les fesses qui faisaient bravo quand même.
Et ça fait partie du speedrun. Ça, c'est des runs normalement qu'on voit pas parce que les gens reset à chaque fois, mais là on l'a vu, ça peut très mal se passer. C'est fou.
Like, look at the chat. I'm curious what they're saying. Like, I'm curious what a general audience feels like about this, but they seem hyped, dude. They don't even care. Oh yeah, dude. Says he was sweating. Oh yeah. Let me know if you guys can give me a little bit of translations, I guess.
You had trouble with the
yeah, what up, Cheese?
Ape Skip. You didn't achieve it, but you still win 1,000 euros. You didn't come for nothing, and I want the crowd to cheer for you and applause. Because I know it's not simple, but we had a great time watching you play. If you have something to say.
Win or lose, I don't really care. I mean, I'm just happy video games brought me an opportunity to be here.
Oh.
I want to thank Barriere for presenting this event.
So wholesome.
And GG's to Aggie. He's an amazing speedrunner. It's been cool competing against him.
Du bruit pour Passiflora.
He's a bit mad.
GG to you.
A really great sport.
That's great.
Great sport. Huge respect.
Lilagi, what a race. Man, I didn't understand anything. But you played so well. A few major mistakes, but you played it really well. I guess there was a lot of pressure. How did you feel about that one?
Yeah, that had a rough start, but luckily we got our bearings, and the mid-game was not too bad. But yeah, I got a weird camera lock issue on Ape Skip and failed that once. I really don't know what happened there, but luckily we got a second try at that, and then yeah, I was able to close it out from there.
Dude!
Il nous dit qu'effectivement, il a vraiment pas si mal joué. Il a eu surtout des gros problèmes sur le Ape Skip, qu'on a tous vu, hein, mais il est assez content quand même de ce qu'il a fait. Congrats, 4,000 euros. Congrats to you, man.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, how many people are watching?
We'll see you at the end, guys.
Du bruit pour merci.
37,000. Yeah. All right, good stuff. Good stuff.
Que d'émotion, le speedrun c'est brutal parfois
Not exactly how you want to see a race play out, but and you guys get to see a great exhibition, so.
Hog.
Yo, Mitch, thank you so much, dude, for coming on and doing commentary with us. You did a great job, dude. Everybody's been doing a great job. Yeah, I guess now we're gonna, and you can chill around for a little bit until we get started with Minecraft. We're gonna get the stream back up here.
So, Admiral and Gio, if you guys want to unmute, we'll get that going.
Oh, are they in here now?
Yeah, they're in here.
Hello.
Nice.
Hello. What's up, guys?
Excited to see stuff, yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves one at a time, let everybody know who you are and why you deserve to be here to commentate this. No, I don't.
All right. I am Minecraft glitch hunter Matthew Bolin.
All right.
As declared by Minecraft.net themselves. GeoSquare and I, we found the seed for this category.
Okay.
And I actually am the guy who made the route for this. Neither of us can match either of the people who will be watching today in terms of skill, but
I mean, I have
yeah.
go
We know
ahead.
more about the run. We know more about the run than pretty much anyone just because we had to find the seed, right? And that meant considering every little detail and writing programs to automatically find it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Wait, did you get him set up with RTMP?
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
we got
Do you-
RTMPs.
do you guys
Yeah,
have
yeah.
RT Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yep,
They got it.
Okay,
They're-
great.
They're already
Way
ahead
ahead
of
of
it.
Good shit. Good shit.
Oh yeah, and I'm Geo by the way.
Illumina.
Nice to meet you, dude.
Yeah, so there really could have been, there are 3 runners who maybe had a chance of going to this event, right? Like the category is pretty heavily RNG based, like don't get me wrong, but the 3 best runners in the world are Illumina, Sizzler, and Mathox, and we really could have been seeing any 2 of them here on stage. They are just a level of consistency above all the others who run this.
One thing to say, sorry.
No, go ahead.
But Mathox grinded for 12 hours the last day of
really
qualifications. Yeah, and he bopped Sizzler just at the very end there.
Yeah, so that was pretty heartbreaking for Sizzler, I think. But we get to see a very exciting race here anyway. Illumina and Mathox is a really good matchup.
It can really go either way here. I mean, it's RNG heavy, but these guys are incredible at running. Like they are the cream of the crop. So
something to keep your eye out for is how riskily they play. Because the end fight is so RNG, you can go in with like varying numbers of beds and blocks and etc. And you save time by getting less of those things, but you risk even not finishing the end fight if you do that.
Right.
So I'll be very curious to see how each of the runners play. My bet is they'll both go for 5 or so.
Do you think that they'll both go in for like a 2-bet strat, for example?
No way. No way.
That's what I was thinking.
The only way that somebody would do that is if they won the first game.
Okay.
And they're trying to wrap it up, but yeah, I don't see that happening.
So probably just the typical 4-bet strat.
Yeah.
Okay.
They might do. They probably will do crystal strats. I mean, you'll see the people in chat will see it during the run, but there's a varied ways to kill the dragon and different strats. So
different strats, different levels of risk.
Did you guys want to go over the RNG portions, because then you can just reference them when they come up?
Okay. Where do I begin?
From the start.
Okay, the first big one is even where you spawn. So there's a 20 by 20 area where the player can spawn, and that's 3 seconds right there if you spawn in one corner versus the other. So that's not so major. And then you do some resource gathering, and then the next big pieces of RNG are the sheep. So like we said, you need beds for the run. And how many wool the sheep drop you is a huge RNG factor, honestly. And similarly, there's a 1 in 10 chance that a block of gravel drops a piece of flint, and you need 1 piece of flint. So there have been runs where people mined 50 pieces of gravel with no flint.
Oh, geez.
I don't think we'll see that here today, but actually, I think the record in the community is over 100 at this point.
Okay,
yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, so that kind of reminds me of like Dompe from like Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying are these sheep are worth $3,000?
Okay, no, this
no, I know.
$3,000. The dragon fight is worth $3,000.
Yeah, the dragon is where the RNG is at, because
also I wanted a little bit of clarification on this. So when I was making the Minecraft video, Illumina told me that the sheep in the current routes have a chance to die by wolves. How rare is that?
1 in 30, maybe 1 in 50.
Okay.
Yeah. It's better than the last route.
We probably won't see it.
Yeah, because I heard the sheep in the last route could be horses. Yeah.
Glue factory.
Yeah, it's a lot of RNG previously. I mean, still the main cause of RNG in this run is the end fight. The dragon picks places to go, and the dragon has to charge you in order for you to deal damage, and it's only a 1 in 4 chance every time the dragon makes a new position. So it's really, really variable, and we'll see the largest discrepancy in time based on the end fight. So
I'm expecting both runners to enter end sub 4 minutes every single run is about what I expect. like on a world record pace run, you'd want to be entering end sub 3:30, but since they're going for safe strats, I expect more like sub 4.
Right.
But you know, there's some RNG in the Nether too that can change that. But and these runners are some of the only people in the world who can enter at that pace consistently.
Yeah.
But which is why, you know, they're here. But once it comes to that end fight, we don't know. That I'm so glad they made it a best of 3. That was a really brilliant decision.
Because I thought
part.
if it's just best of 1, like 5 minutes, I mean, it just comes down to RNG. Like,
it'd feel really awkward by the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a coin flip for 3,000 euros.
I mean, like the run is a lot of RNG, but there's like you need to have like really good execution. So
sure. That's the thing, right? I would lose to both of these runners.
Yeah, it's a shame they didn't pick RSG for this, but
RSG is even worse in some ways.
But it's more competitive. It's more competitive.
Yeah, it's like we were saying, it's kind of like how Mario Maker works when they do the races. The runners are going into the levels blind, but they're the same exact, you know, levels. For example, with RSG, they could have picked the seed ahead of time, and then they just use the seed. So it's random, but you know.
But even then, the organizers are on some form of schedule here, and even if
that's
we don't know what it is,
like,
but
it could take like a whole ass, I don't even know, like over 45 minutes, like tops, something like that, maybe even longer, depending.
Yeah, if you really cherry pick the seed, you could maybe guide both the runners into a sub 50-minute RSG run. But at that point, is it RSG still? Like if they get the record here, it'll count.
Well, all I'm saying is I alluded to it in my video, so maybe someone breaks the world record live here.
Yeah, so somehow
you never know.
I don't suspect we'll see that, just because to break the world record, I mean...
yeah, you know, that's true, because they would have to go for 2 bets.
They would have to go for the...
That's what I was thinking.
That's true.
The one thing, though, is that the fastest dragon fight in the community is, like, 67 seconds, I believe.
Oh, jeez.
And the current world record is, I think, upwards of 90.
Oh wow. Yeah, Illumina was saying that the god time with this new route and all the time saves is about between a 4:20 to about a 4:30.
Yeah,
so
I would agree with that.
At least like 30 seconds more time save if you have like a sick end.
It's a shame though, because they took the 2 best Minecraft commentators and they put them on stage next to each other. We should have had Mathox doing the French stream and Illumina the English.
Yeah. Because like that's pretty much how it goes for like all of these. Like everybody that was actually in this competition is usually my go-to person for that kind of stuff. For the other games too, the same as the Sekiro and same with Celeste.
Illumina's looking mad cute though.
Yeah. So.
One second.
Yeah, they're still getting set up. They'll probably start pretty soon.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the main event, so I think they're also just trying to make sure everything goes right as well. They don't want any like you know, things to go wrong like it did in Sekiro.
Well, you saw they walked up with their keyboards, so they need to go warm up on their keyboards and on that setup and everything like that. So that's most likely what they're doing. More setup compared to the other ones, I would say.
Does anyone know how the runs are being timed? I guess if they're on the same setup, the nether... Well, even on the same setup, your nether load time can vary by as much as 2 seconds.
Yeah,
I don't think that'll matter, but...
Yeah, I mean, the official timing is in-game time for this, which changes a lot, actually, but...
I'm trying to think if they knew ahead of time, maybe like to actually base it off of in-game time, but I'm not sure how they're...
Well, I remember like on one of their update posts, Illumina had submitted his in-game time, and Sizzler had submitted his real time, and they were sort of comparing them against each other.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, when you look at Sizzler's in-game time, his was a lot more competitive to Illumina's.
Okay.
But the point is moot because Mathox beat Sizzler anyway. But that was really a shock to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
It's been quite the story leading up to this run.
Yeah, someone
But
in
yeah,
chat, like you guys said 12 hours, or was it someone in chat said 16 hours? I mean, but still though.
Yeah, he just
Like,
did not sleep a whole
oh,
night.
that's so
That's
insane.
crazy, dude.
Yeah.
And that's such a short category to be playing for 16 hours. It'd be different if you were playing like an hour long. I mean, anything else really.
Yeah.
It's rough.
In fact, I'm really excited to see how good Mathux has gotten.
Mm-hmm.
Because
he's relatively new to speedrunning.
Yeah, but Minecraft is all these different fractured communities, right? Like sometimes there are people in like the PvP community who can just show up into the speedrunning community and be incredible at it.
Yeah,
Like I said that these three were the best 3 players by a mile, but there's also every once in a while we get a random guy from the PvP community who shows up, does runs for a week, and then leaves. And we're all left wondering.
Or Typhlosion saying reference Chinese community.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we found out that there was like a Chinese community of Minecraft speedruns that we just had no idea about.
Because I knew like the Japanese community, especially in RSG, you know, has been big for so many years. But yeah, I didn't know there was a Chinese community.
There was a Chinese.
Neither did we.
That was faked. We found out it was faked.
Oh, really?
We discovered it. Yeah, it was crazy. It was this whole saga.
So yeah, but it also used bonus chest, so it wouldn't have been valid under our rules anyway.
I see.
Bonus chest.
I don't see too many Chinese communities coming up in speedrunning too often. So sometimes they can stay hidden in certain games if they just don't know about speedrun.com. Like you don't really have a way to learn about it.
Yeah, I wonder how many games like that's the case. Because quite seriously, even for this category, set seed glitchless, on the old seed, I think the fastest run is held by some Chinese runner, if I'm not remembering incorrectly. And we didn't know on the old seed. But he said it after the new seed had been found. He didn't know about the new seed, and so he was still running on the old one.
Yeah, it's a weird lack of communication.
Yeah. We're really like 3 or 4 communities.
Where did they find all these people? Like what?
Oh, here we go.
All right, okay, we're in it. I'm gonna turn the audio up, guys.
Illumina got pretty much the best spawn possible. So Mathox is already about 2 seconds behind.
Wow.
Illumina's going down.
You should have thought about that earlier.
Yeah, should have spawned in the right spot.
Good. Yeah, so
I love watching them craft in this hole every single time.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna get 6 iron, which is what they need for shears in a bucket. And already I can tell Illumina might be a little bit nervous, just because.
Yeah, there was slight hesitation on the crafting screen.
Yeah, I mean this is crazy stakes. So
yeah, they're really trying to save every minor frame.
The most gamer moment in this entire run is when they use the wooden pickaxe as fuel for the furnace. That is by far the most gaming part of this run.
But what about the blaze rod into blaze powder crafting? That's pretty gamer.
Oh yeah,
yeah, true.
This is a cool seed. We didn't even try to make it, you know.
Yeah.
Like that, it just happened.
Yeah. It was a lot of effort to find this seed.
Illumina was telling me how you guys go around like finding seeds. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
All right, so let's see how the sheep. That's 8. That's 9 wool from the batch of 3 sheep.
Pretty good.
He might go. There's a pack of sheep that get slaughtered by wolves. If he's happy with just going with 4 beds, he'll go to the pack that gets killed.
Illumina's cooking, dude. I mean, both in game and the sheep.
No, he's on a roll. Yeah, he's gonna try to get 4 beds. It looks like.
Yeah, so Illumina's taking 4 beds. So that's not the riskiest thing in the world. If you're a good runner, you should be able to kill the dragon in 4 charges. But if I was doing a marathon safe run, I would go for at least 5. But
yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Mathox is going for 3.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay, so Mathox playing this a little bit riskier than Illumina, but maybe he knows that he lost.
I think that we've found out that they know whether or not they're behind. I'm pretty sure. But whether or not he's looking in a situation like this where you have, I mean, this is pretty fast paced at the very start.
And then you guys will notice
So-
they use like leaves throughout the run as like building blocks to just move from point A to point B faster. You just throw one on the ground, jump on it, and keep moving so you don't get stuck like on a block or something and, you know, lose speed.
There's Illumina building that.
This is the,
sweet
yeah,
portal.
this is,
Here we go.
this is the
Dude,
gamer
that's so
portal.
sick. That's so sick.
Just whip it out in a few seconds.
So he's still entering Nether sub 3. That used to be a really good time on the old route. Now, now you can enter Nether in maybe sub 230 if you
He's got a healthy lead right now.
Oh, okay,
Alright,
but
he
you have
got
to go to the
bad
second blaze spawner. That's a huge shame. Okay,
He
okay,
had
okay.
bad spawns. Yeah. Oh no, he got a run. He got a run.
He got a run. Okay.
So he's depends on Mathic's luck right now, but he's a solid 10 seconds ahead.
Yeah, so Mathix can gain some time here by getting a rod.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
Right,
Mathix
he got
does.
it. Nice.
Very nice.
Okay. So now Illumina's going to do the gamer crafting the blaze rod as you fall.
Yo, there we go. Love to see it.
He's right in the stronghold now. So
And then on set seed, the end portal is 11 eyes, so he just finds one ender pearl from a chest, and then crafts the last eye of ender.
Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, for those who don't know, the end portal has 12 frames. Each one has a 1 in 10 chance of being filled. So it's around a 1 in 10 billion chance to get a portal with just one missing. So that was like step 1 in seed finding. Ooh, this end.
Oh,
What?
Wait, what?
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 Wait, was that is that just a whole?
What?
Is that a whole just chunk missing?
Wait.
Yeah.
That's a chunk error. That's a really bad chunk error.
What?
Mathix just threw his eye. Mathix almost lost the run right there. He threw his eye accidentally. They have
I
a
saw
1 in
that. I
5
saw
chance of
that.
breaking.
I was wondering.
They have a 1 in 5 chance of breaking if you do that.
Wow.
Okay, Mathix's end layout is worse than Illumina's though. He got lucky. The 1 in 5 chance of breaking didn't happen.
Yeah, Jesus.
Okay, so they both need to take out all these crystals. These are what heal the dragon. Illumina has less crystals, I think, but his are taller. So
Yeah.
So
snowballs
it's
only
harder
go
to
so
reach.
high. That's a bit of a sacrifice you make on this seed instead of a bow.
Right.
Snow is much faster. So you'll see them both pillaring up to get pillars. And Mathux, remember, has only 3 beds, which means that if he finishes the fight, he'll probably finish faster than Illumina. But that's a pretty big hit.
He said no. He said no.
Oh no!
Absolutely not.
Okay, so this is just basically Illumina 1.
Yeah.
I hate to see it, but
wow.
this is why there's a best of 3.
Yeah.
Thank God it's best of 3.
Now, so Illumina just needs to finish out the fight, but it's not like you're losing a ton of time. It's only you're losing a ton of time,
It's like-
but bad dragon RNG can cost you just as much. It's just
Yeah,
more
that's a
expensive.
minute and a half time loss.
Yeah.
So-
Mathix does need to. I've died and tried to recover runs a few times. You need to remember to bring 2 blocks with you. I'm not seeing him do
He
that.
just got snow, so he can
He's
craft.
got snow. He can craft. Okay.
Yeah, so now it's just Dragon RNG for both of them, pretty much.
Oh no!
Oh my
Illumina
God.
died too.
What is this?
What is this first
This is
run?
cursed. This is so cursed.
This run's cursed.
Mathix getting the chess piece.
The
Oh
nerve.
wait, Mathix might actually just come back and clutch it.
Oh, Mathox,
Okay.
he does
Well,
have.
He's mining the end stone. Okay, he did remember to craft.
Okay.
What the heck is he doing?
Wait,
he has to mine the
no.
end stone.
Yeah, he.
What's going on, dude? He's
Die
laughing.
again. Die again.
Oh my goodness.
He missed.
So he placed the snow, but then screwed up like where he was supposed to like jump
No,
to.
the
Oh.
dragon was rushing him. He couldn't go.
All right.
Oh,
Now
okay,
Illumina
okay.
still has a hit off on the dragon. The question is, how many beds of his burned?
Because Illumina's died in fire, pretty much. So.
He's got.
Like,
So Illumina might have less beds than Mathux now. And Illumina remembered the dirt. See, Illumina's probably been practicing the safe strats of.
oh, and the chunks are back now.
All right, he's got 3 beds. Still, yeah. So he's got.
Yeah,
all,
but
Mathos,
how much
Mathos, all his
does
beds.
Illumina have?
Yeah, that's the question.
Illumina now has a food. They're both gonna have a food problem now that they've had to run back. Sometimes the beds just do that to you. It's 1.8. Illumina usually plays on 1.7, which is slightly
Okay.
different explosion mechanics.
Oh man,
So-
I don't think Illumina got too lucky. This might be. This might be.
He's got to take a death, I guess, or go to a tower somehow.
Yeah.
Does he have any towers left? He might need to take a death and just.
Yeah, this might.
He could take a death and do the old route.
I mean, yeah. Isn't the run like? I mean, dead? Question mark.
It looks. This is not the situation you want to be in.
Yeah.
No.
He
no
seems.
Beds. Yeah.
Yo, what's with the smoke?
Yo, what? The smoke over his head.
It's really heating up over.
That this is best of 3.
Yeah, this is.
It is good that this is best of 3. This is so. If I'm Illumina, I think I take a death here though. I think I need beds.
Cause what's really the plan here if you don't have any beds? Like,
well, he's gonna tower up to that crystal. He's gonna tower up to that crystal.
Okay.
And try and use it.
Yeah, the crystals explode and they do a ton of damage.
I didn't realize that he had crystals left.
Is he also is he just sneaking around because of his hunger?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I figured.
Almost starving, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, pro tip, if you ever find yourself in this situation out of hunger, if you strafe while walking, it's slightly faster.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
It's not true for sprint jumping, which is the fastest movement in the game otherwise.
Okay.
But if you don't have hunger, it's faster to strafe and walk. Just because of the weird way that jumping accelerates you makes it not worth it.
Anyway, this. Ooh, Mathix almost died. Mathix almost died. Oh my god.
This is so scuffed.
Oh my god. This is cursed.
These are 2 of the most cursed Minecraft speedruns I've ever seen.
I'm so glad they put their PBs as estimates.
Yeah. And Illumina does a hit.
Oh, half a heart. Wow.
Now, if I'm Illumina, what do you do?
You gotta die.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to die. You're
a
1
bed.
hunger bar and you're half a heart. Like,
you can't.
Yeah,
you
okay.
can't survive.
Yeah,
that.
okay.
Okay.
So now if I'm Illumina, I do the old speedrun route.
Yeah. So there's a separate
old
pack.
speedrun route will have, a separate pack of sheep. He can just get he's going to kill the sheep in the forest. He's decided that that's the best way to do it.
So does he need 2 more hits with a bed then?
He's gonna. Ooh, I don't know. 2 is sort of optimistic.
Yeah, Mathix can hopefully just end both of their misery right now.
Yeah, I hope. I mean, this is just cursed.
Yeah, because the dragon's still getting healed quite a bit.
And he's killing sheep.
Okay. So he's getting 2 beds. Mathix
Did he
just
miss?
Loved that hit.
Yeah. The nerve.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh!
Illumina's getting 3 beds now.
Can we just reset completely?
This is tragic. Gotta even save more time.
Minecraft does you like this sometimes. Like both of these runners really are very good.
Mathix can end it with 1 hit right now.
Yeah, Mathix still has 1 bed. He can end it. He still has towers left up though. That's really
no. I think he's out of 1 bed territory now.
Yeah, I think he's out of
You can still do that with 1 bed, but it has to basically be the best bed possible.
I see.
Yeah.
But a bed and an axe hits will still be enough for him. But yeah, this is why he shouldn't have gone for 3 beds, in my opinion. Like that's the meta if you want world record, the 2 or 3 beds. But it's just insanity to try otherwise. So he's gonna be using this crystal.
So yeah, do you think he just goes for crystal and then just 1 bed, or the last bed he has? Okay.
I mean, that's pretty much the only thing he can do at this point.
Yeah. Imagine Illumina runs it back.
So now Illumina might
Just
come back
real
though.
quick.
Illumina
Honestly, could. If he gets good art,
He could, yeah.
If he really could.
Trying a crystal hit on this particular type of tower is actually very dangerous.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's a chance that Mathix just straight up dies here. Which would make this
even more.
Yo, chat, let's get some hype. Who do you guys want to win this?
Chat.
Okay, Illumina's back.
What do you guys think?
Illumina's back and he has 3 beds now.
Anyone? Chat just wanted to be able to
anyone. Chat just goes anyone.
Alex doesn't have enough blocks. Yes, this is so bad.
The legendary block conserving strats there. And he missed!
And he died!
Who's gonna win?
Oh no! Are you?
I've
you
never
fucking
seen
kidding
something
me?
like this.
This is the worst run I've ever seen. Happening twice at once.
Dude, we had all of the this is coming off that portal and at Celeste run.
Oh man.
Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. This is a 3,000 euro Minecraft speedrun.
I can't say this isn't back and forth. I mean, this is kind of like the other races.
It's like Celeste. Yeah, it's back and forth.
Very back and.
Okay, here we go. Okay. That was a really low angle. It's really forgivable to miss that.
Yeah.
The dragon's low. It's the margin.
This is a really unfortunate run for both runners. I'm sure both of them. At the very least, it must do something for your nerves, though, right?
Oh, dude.
Because
Mattox is doing the old strats now. He's in the old hole.
Your mentality is it's just gone to shit. You want to just
why is
finish.
Mattox in the old hole if he's? Okay, I realized earlier that I might have been wrong because
he needs.
Dude, and this is the first run, so we have more in store.
Morale's at an all-time low.
All right, and again, Illumina's just getting these low angles. This is what we're talking about with the dragon being random. Is you need it to charge you at the right angle, especially if you're trying to do it with this many beds.
Right, I think it was in Illumina's RSG world record run. Like he didn't like I think it was the last hit and he didn't like the low angle, so he just completely didn't do it.
Yeah, he had to play it.
Yeah, and he had also flubbed a hit earlier in that dragon fight, so he just didn't want to risk anything at all.
And he had lost world record previously.
Okay, this is a good angle.
So.
Yeah. Okay. We're finally seeing some solid hits again.
Yeah,
I don't
this
know.
Is still hard for Illumina, but
yeah, this is a hard situation for both runners.
Oh my god.
What? I mean
he needs more beds anyway. Okay.
Oh, okay. I like that. I was actually really confused with what had happened. I didn't know what was going on there. Like that whole interaction, I have no idea.
Mathix is straight up going the old route. So this is the old pack of sheep. These sheep, luckily for Mathix, did not turn into chickens. I don't know if he... Sometimes they do that.
Minecraft good.
Wait, so there's a pack of sheep that can turn into horses on the scene, and there's a pack of sheep that can turn into chickens.
Yeah, and I think these pigs were supposed to be sheep as well.
Do these guys ever see nighttime during a speedrun?
Never, ever. Like,
this is like 3 times the world record right now. So
I know.
We should be done with the entire match.
All right, guys. So.
These are two of the best players in the world. These are two of the best players in the world.
Just screwed them over, yeah.
Minecraft does you like this sometimes, though.
Yeah.
It's evil.
Dude, next video for you. The worst Minecraft speedrun ever.
Oh my god.
This isn't even the...
No, I know.
This is the worst I've seen, though.
I know.
But, you know, the thing is that you're forcing... It would have been faster for these runners, frankly, to reset straight up.
I was going to ask that, but that sounded like something too stupid to ask.
No, serious. I mean, once I hit 10 minutes, it's sort of sunk cost on us.
Yeah, I mean, are they allowed to do that is the question, though.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the nice thing about this race was that I was thinking that someone was going to die in the end. I thought that it would be likely that we saw
for sure.
2 deaths or something.
I think next race they're going to play this a lot safer.
Yeah, I mean,
5 bets.
there's some things you can do to play it safer. Yeah, and he's also doing this for the food too, because raw mutton, you lose hunger so fast.
Oh my god, Illumina just flubbed the crafting.
Damn,
he made slabs.
Look at his head shaker. Yeah. Look at his head shaker.
It hurts.
All right,
this must be both very tilting, but also for the next run, you've gotta like, this has gotta be great for the
next run's a gold split.
Next run, they're both gonna get 420s.
The God time, yeah.
They're like, all right, the speedrun show must go on.
But yeah, Matho's got enough beds now. Dragon's half health, so you could probably see a close up right here.
Let's end this.
Yeah. Mathix needs to end their misery right now.
Yeah.
Should have just started a co-op, man. Opened a LAN.
There are no winners this run.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
How much damage does the dragon do if it just like kind of bumps you like that?
It depends on the difficulty, right, Shio?
Yeah, on
And-
hard,
and there's, like,
it's
different-
5 hearts. On easy, I think it's 3.
Yeah.
Whoa, that cut was
really jarring.
Very weird, champ.
Like jolted me.
It was weirdly timed.
Yeah. But
So Mathox, you need to finish. Mathox needs to finish it off here.
Yeah, just
but
one more bed.
weirdly enough, Illumina can still win.
He could, yeah. Like
he's got 4 beds.
Like if it's
and
just a
he
really
just
low
needs-
angle and
He's got
He
5.
just needs 2 good charges, and he can finish this fight.
Or
All right, coming in.
There we go.
You're gone.
There's no
You're
way that
dead.
Mathox- Yeah.
Illumina's happy, man.
Lumina's
Yeah. At least it was sub 20.
This sub 20 hype.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
Let's
and
go.
There we go.
Oh, man.
So Illumina was actually really close to finishing that, but
No, not happy.
Not happy.
Not happy.
Yeah.
That's the most
but at
pissed
this
off smile I've
point-
ever seen.
Yeah. At this point, both of them have just got to be glad that that's over. Yeah.
Yes.
Look at him hold his head in his head. You know, there's a few things that you just don't want to do, and oh, their poor crowd.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That was a rough run. I
But
feel
yeah,
bad
no,
for everybody.
that was just the worst. Just
He beat the
it's a
RSG
combination of
record.
nerves, RNG.
The fact that both of them had such terrible runs, it's just so unfortunate.
Yeah, that's normally I'd kind of expect one run to maybe anyway.
I mean, even though they were like really
Best of 3
unfortunate
guys.
runs, I think it was I mean, it was just I think it's just still entertaining that it was just back and forth.
Yeah,
the
I mean
whole
it was
time.
really close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like anybody could have taken it, honestly.
Yeah, Illumina frankly should have maybe gone for 5 beds the first time around, and we'd be maybe talking about his win. But yeah.
Oh, I love listening Crossfire for the 10th time.
I feel like that's the only track they play is Crossfire.
They got the right shit, okay?
Oh, yeah.
They know a guy.
I think I heard one other song. I think they have some barriers.
Will's Animations, Matho took game 1.
Yeah, it was very
All right.
swift.
Now I'm expecting both of them to get sub 5 minutes because that's just what Minecraft does to you.
You guys are gonna need to discover RNG manipulation next, okay?
There actually is RNG manipulation
No
in
way.
Minecraft. It's just the most complicated thing in the world to set up.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you completely control, like maybe if you got a seed that literally didn't have lava in any chunks that you load ever.
Yeah.
But-
It's yeah. Never mind.
God, that's so quick. Look at him.
All right, Illumina's
Yo,
the crafts
look at
right off the
Illumina's
right out the gate.
Dude, he made up that time. He was like,
Dude,
he
he's
was
cooking.
He was down a little bit. He saved it all due to menuing.
Yeah.
Saved it all.
Illumina's menuing is really impressive. I won't.
Oh my!
He's one of.
What the?
Oh my God! So somebody lit a fire in this man.
Like I mean, I see him. You know, you look at his world record run, or you look at like any of his PBs, and his menuing's pretty solid.
That was
but
so
just like
clean.
right now, I mean, compared to the first run, his menuing,
Yeah.
this menuing is just sick.
I will say, just from watching both of them play, I feel like they were both very nervous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Now I feel like-
I think they're comfortable now.
Yep.
They're good.
I mean, it can't get any worse.
hopefully- Yeah, I mean, hopefully they can both, laugh at themselves a little. And now they're here to play Minecraft,
Cheers, yeah.
And
I hope
they've got a new chance.
Oh,
Both of them probably wanted to reset the moment that they died, and they're kind of being forced by the event. Illumina with the worst possible sheep luck, so he'll be going to the second pack for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no way he tries 2 beds with it.
And-
Yeah, there he is. He's
I
going to
mean,
the
yeah.
second pack.
There's no way either of them would because of that.
Yeah.
What
after
happened?
that run.
Yeah, that's got to be psychologically. it's got to be psychologically weird at best.
He should have. Yeah. It's unfortunate he didn't go for the 5 bed, but
Illumina's still going for 5-bed, I think.
No, he
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what makes? I mean, obviously I understand what it does, but like, is it really that much of a difference between 4 and 5? Like, is 5 just 100% secure?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say 100%, but I might say that when both of these runners aren't in the situation that they're currently in, 4 beds should be 100% safe for both of them.
Okay.
But that's something that separates good runners
Mm-hmm.
from just mediocre ones,
Mhm.
is that you give these guys 4 dragon charges and they have 4 ways to produce explosions, they're gonna finish the fight. Obviously that didn't happen last run, and I think a part of that's just the event and some luck and whatnot.
Okay.
But Illumina's pace is pretty good. Illumina was on great pace last run up until the unfortunate accidents in the end, which neither of them know how to recover from, right? The run's so short, like why would you try and recover after a death?
His execution's just been great, too.
Yeah, I mean, aside from the obvious. Again, unlucky with the blazes. He has to go up to the second spawner.
Very
unlucky with the second one too. Yeah.
Well, you know who's probably mad right now? You know who's probably mad right now? Sizzler's probably mad. Did Mathix just get withered?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Oh,
That's a huge hunger loss, actually.
Yeah.
Because you have to regenerate all that.
The wither effect doesn't usually kill you, but it's gonna make the end fight harder.
Yeah, I was wondering, is there a backup, or you just got to go for it, like you stick to the game plan?
So the sad thing is, Mathix.
Oh my God! No!
Oh man!
So this is gonna tie. I think it's gonna be one of.
Yeah, I mean, Illumina's mad. Illumina's nerves are gone. I think he's gonna finish this fight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think for sure.
He performs really well under pressure. Like at least lately, he's been doing that.
That is like such a safe bet.
World records.
That world record twice in a week.
All right.
He's a god.
And okay, he's entering in 4:04, which like we said, if world record enters in 3:24, so like there's all that hidden RNG in the start of the run and getting a safe amount of beds.
His towers aren't looking too amazing.
Yeah, this is a bit of a New York City end.
I like it.
Not a Kansas end. Not a Kansas end.
Yeah. But yeah, so this seed though.
Mathix is getting so unlucky with.
Yeah, you gotta feel bad for Mathix on this run.
I feel bad.
This is a little bit cursed. Yeah. Yeah, I feel guilty because I mean I don't know Mathix personally, but I know Illumina, and I feel guilty for commenting over this.
Dude, don't worry, it's fine. We're not professionals over here.
It's a restream.
All right.
Yeah, Mathix might die here.
Yeah, I mean, not a ton you can do when you get withered and then blazed like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sizzler is probably watching this right now.
Yeah, he's a
thinking to himself.
Sizzler would have gotten a world record 3 times by now.
Yeah, that's the bizarre thing about this category, right? Is that the 2 runners, as always, you're gonna make mistakes, right? It's like, one death in the end is a cost of 4 to 5 minutes. Okay.
I mean, that's what we said last time, but I mean, it's over.
Yeah, so Illumina still has more towers to be taken out. He only has 4 beds, which means he might try a crystal hit just to be on the super safe side.
He has some decent candidates here.
And then also, Aggie confirmed in the disc that competitors can see their opponent's screens.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
Okay. He didn't have enough blocks to go for that tower hit. He still has food he can heal with. He's playing with his usual Illumina intensity. Like sometimes you can watch. I don't know. So he just goes into this different mode.
Zen.
Yeah.
He's one with the Minecraft world.
Yeah. He's just willing the game. He doesn't want that charge.
Yeah. That was incredible intuition.
And
poor
another death, another. Jeez.
Yo.
Look at the commentators. They're just.
I can only imagine what the crowd's doing.
Well, guys, I was hopeful that that Minecraft would be invited back. You know?
I don't know.
All right, but we have the first bed hit from Illumina.
Right.
Okay.
He's actually on decent pace. I'd say that with marathon safe strats, like a sub 10 is a really solid run.
Yeah, this is a good run.
So Illumina's on really good pace. He had bad tower.
Second bed hit, nice.
Spicy.
That was a difficult angle for sure.
Yeah, Illumina's mad.
Straight
He's gonna
third.
why
Nice.
he's the world record. Yeah.
He's just in a different form right now.
Yeah. Now he's gonna clean it up.
Let's clean this up.
Clean it up. Then we'll be 1-1.
Yeah, Illumina can die on the last bed hit right now and he'll still win. He just needs to not,
He got it.
There we go.
Snow. There we go. Nice.
Yeah, and that's a super respectable time, especially given that end he just had.
Yeah, sub 8 is crazy. Yeah.
Like that was a really clean run with the luck that he got. But yeah, so now I don't know what to say, man. I was expecting several things. All right. I want both runners in the end at the same time and both not having died.
It's like decent execution RNG from both. Getting there at the same time, having it be
Yeah.
a close game 3 without deaths or anything.
I wonder what's going on in Mathlex's head right now.
Oh,
like I said, I don't know the guy, but
Illumina,
this must be tilted.
Illumina's just already switched it up.
Is my opinion. But that was Illumina back. Illumina recovered so well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that was probably like a 743. So before this seed, Illumina's run just now would have been second place in the world. I think.
Yeah.
Well, no, because Illumina's PB before this seed was a 730 something.
That's top tier time right there, especially for a marathon.
Admiral Typhlosion said, "What do you think of putting the raw mutton into the furnace as a backup strat?"
What do I think of putting the raw mutton in the furnace as a backup strat? That's intelligent. You should do that. But no one.
There you have it.
No one does backup strats though.
Yeah, that's the sad thing. This seed is not meant for backup strats.
Yeah, this seed is brutal to you. You have barely enough food to make it through the run the first time. So if you die, you're getting back in the end on 3 haunches. And then, you can do your best to recover, but it's gonna hurt your soul. All right, Mathix with the better spawn.
But will menuing even it out again?
Yeah. Illumina, the only person who comes close
to yes, it will. Yes, it will, baby.
The only person who comes close to Illumina.
He literally takes the
Sizzler.
lead right away because of menuing.
I'd say that Illumina and Sizzler are they go back and forth between being the fastest at menuing on this seed. It's really a treat. But the sad thing is about menuing is it shows that you care a lot about the run, that you stopped and practiced your menuing for an hour, but in the end of the day you're saving a second. And that's time that you could have been spending going into the end and hoping that the dragon charges you 4 times. So that's sort of the sad reality of Minecraft speedrunning. But it's still an intense race. It's been weird, but this is a really exciting situation that we're in. It's 1-1. Let's pretend like those 1-1s happened differently.
Yeah.
All right, sheep. All right, sheep luck.
And 11 wool.
Decent.
Okay.
11 wool. Okay, so Illumina can get 5.
Yeah.
Illumina can get 5 beds if he goes for the all 4 of the sheep that get slaughtered.
You probably should, right? What do you guys think?
He's going
he
back.
Forgot something? He forgot something?
He forgot money.
Oh, the poor man.
He got 15 though.
Okay, so 15 wool, so that's really safe. Provided he doesn't die to a bed hit, which you always can. That's really safe. He's going to finish a fight, provided no death. I think Mathix has 12 wool, so Mathix is going for 4 beds. So both are pretty well equipped to actually.
They're basically tied.
This is the run. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I
They're
hope
basically
they get
tied.
identical nethers. That would be great.
It says something that that Illumina forgot button though, and this is still tied.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. I think he must have had Mathix must have had really bad flintlock. I don't know if anyone saw.
No, he had godly flintlock.
Huh.
Second.
Sometimes I don't know where people lose time in this category. It's sometimes really hard to tell until like you put a frame by frame comparison of your run with the world record run, and then you realize, oh, he spends 10 seconds less time in menus than I do. Oh, they're neck and neck.
About
This
neck
is
and
really
neck,
exciting.
yeah. Lumina's just
Could
like
have not a.
Oh, come on, get that out of there. Okay.
It's gonna come down to who gets a like blazer out like right
Yeah,
here.
Illumina's had 2 bad nethers. Hopefully
Mathix
he
is
lucks out this time.
Oh no.
Oh.
That could have.
But can he get good RNG?
Oh, that one flies up. That
Alright,
was chalk.
there you go.
Alright, he got it. Nice.
Wow,
Nice.
bet he really needed that.
Yeah, the first one just flies up, and then yeah, he gets.
Did Mathix get one?
Ooh.
Mathix did not.
I mean, it had to happen to him eventually.
Yeah, I mean, but at least they're both out of another this time.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see both
close,
runners
pretty
in
close.
the end together.
Yeah.
All right. Gamer crafting the powder. There we go. It is weirdly easy to die doing that. Like it's not hard.
Oh.
I mean,
But
is
it's
this
really
scary?
easy to
I don't know.
That was.
You don't want
scary.
mobs.
I just don't know how bad that is. I understand it's bad. I just don't know like on a scale.
That creeper at the end. That was. That was right there.
That could have been bad. So he went for an alternate way to get out, just mining through that wall there.
Yeah, that was some safe strats.
And they're entering.
And they're entering
Whoa!
identically.
Illumina
this is what
has
good runs
sick.
do.
This is sick. Who
Illumina
has better?
has
neck and
more.
Who has better pillars? Do you think? I mean,
I think
Mathix.
I think Mathix has slightly better pillars.
Yeah, Mathix
Illumina
has better
one
pillars.
more bed. Illumina has one more bed, and what having one more bed means when you're at this level is that you can go for hits even when like most of your pillars aren't down.
I see.
Because if you do that with 4 beds, you're really risking the dragon healing up to a lot. Yeah, see, we're gonna see Illumina for him right here.
Catches himself with the water
Yeah, he
bucket.
did.
That
I
was
saw that. That
clutch.
was sick. That was really
That
sick.
was clutch.
Man.
What a way to end this, though. So Illumina's going for this tower hit. His dragon's unloaded. That happens to you sometimes.
He has to take out one of these crystals. He can't just rely on the tower.
Yeah, there's too many crystals. So it really is a coin flip at this point. Who gets it? Is my opinion.
I haven't been this
Unless one of
nervous
them
for
takes
all
it.
the races. Just this one.
I know,
like-
it's just a clencher.
I think the best of 3 is really what made it like that.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Master 3 is brilliant, right? Can you imagine if that first?
Oh my, yeah. If that was what we had.
Yeah.
Just that one rate. Oh.
So Illumina gets off a spicy hit. So Illumina ahead.
Mm-hmm.
By a
Yeah,
bit.
the one bad thing about the seed is actually how big the end island is. So the number of towers you get, it's random each time.
Yeah, I
but,
saw in
it's
in
proportional.
the guide it could be as low as like 5 or as like high as 17, like something like
Yeah,
that.
you
just as
can
an
get
example.
as low as. I think
You can get
someone has
0.
a. Yeah.
But it's the area of the end is the biggest factor in how many
Yeah.
you get. So
Yeah.
It's basically how much flat ground the end has
Mhm.
determines how fast you can do the fight.
Oh my god. Okay.
Gets a
Oh
little
my
bit
god,
nice.
Illumina!
Oh.
He's gonna have to go for the pillar hit.
He
He's
might
gonna
not.
have to go
He
for the
might not.
pillar hit. I don't think that's not a 1 bed. Well, that's not a realistic 1 bed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
This is
He's
close,
got a
man.
he's got a pillar right there, so
I mean it's pretty short too.
close it out with a pillar
Just
hit.
has to
All right.
clutch it.
Is this
You can close it out with a pillar hit.
Tehran?
Could be.
Come on, just.
Because he still has
So
room.
last
He
time-
still has
last
room
time
to
the dragon unloaded itself.
like
when it
mess
was
up
on.
here, right?
He can. He's not completely safe. Oh,
Okay.
Mathix died. All right, this is.
Oh wow! Made it.
Oh, that's
he
gotta
made it. He
hurt
made it
for Mathix.
decisive. He made it.
Mathix is a really good player. It's just the category does that to you sometimes.
Oh.
Those crystals
Wait,
are
wait.
really risky.
Wait.
He's got a little bit of health left.
Whoa. Okay.
What?
Not over
He
yet.
he has enough blocks to go to a different tower.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't get enough.
It's not over.
It's
Yeah,
a little
yeah, yeah.
problematic.
Just
and
like
the dragon's not gonna heal enough to. Oh! Even if you break it while the dragon is connected, the dragon takes around 5% of its health.
Oh, that's sick.
He's like dragon's like right there.
Yeah, that was spooky. Clutched out
He's
right
out of
here.
food too. He can't regen.
Okay, this has to be it. This has to be it. Did he get?
There it is.
There it is.
He got it. So clutch.
Good shit, dude. All right.
He's got to finish it off. He's got to finish it off. Oh,
that's it. That's it. You're good. Easy.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna move over. We're gonna move over to the stream so we can get the live commentary.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, I guess they've been calling it at Dragon Kill, not actually when you enter portal credits.
I don't know why they stopped so early.
There's still some skill involved.
Yeah.
Jumping in the portal, but I'm sure Illumina did it.
All right, we're gonna listen to interviews now.
Yeah. Illumina's.
I have no words.
Illumina probably handled that a lot better.
We can applaud it.
I have no words.
Yeah, I mean, just reorder the order that the runs came in, right? If you put the first 2 runs first, and then Illumina just won, and the last one and the first one never
Ils ont
happened.
donné un show incroyable.
You forget about it.
Matox. Honnêtement, franchement.
But yeah, that's got to be better for both of them. You know, Illumina's 3,000 euros richer. But...
Dis-nous quelques mots sur tes runs, sur Nether peut-être.
I agree.
Illumina est un adversaire extrêmement redoutable et bon, c'est totalement mérité, mais j'ai fait de mon mieux et non, c'était un honneur, un plaisir d'être là.
T'as pas démérité.
Yo, there.
T'as pas.
Such a hype crowd, dude.
T'as vraiment pas démérité. Tu nous as fait des clutches, des petits MLG dans l'end qui ont fait plaisir à tout le monde et je pense que tout le monde est très fier de toi et merci beaucoup.
Guys, that was it. That was the last race. That was the
On va
event.
pouvoir vous donner vos prix, enfin en tout cas le prix, le trophée qui est juste là, ici.
The thing with
Est-ce qu'on a une petite musique d'ambiance pour qu'il soulève le trophée? Bah ouais, quand même.
J'aimerais de la musique pour lui donner.
You're talking to the microphone.
Their flights and
Illumina,
hotels.
it's yours.
Illumina, congrats.
So
With
even if you lose a race, you're still
Congrats.
1,000 euros richer if you don't race. The pyro still gets me.
Thank you so much for coming from Canada. Thank
Got
you,
a
man.
trophy.
4,000 euros. Thank you.
It's Boston, dude.
Yeah.
You can go here. Thank you, Matox. Merci, Matox.
On va pouvoir rappeler quand même Sardoche et Étoile qui nous ont accompagnés toute la soirée, qui ont fait du très bon boulot, qui ont été très gentils de venir.
Plaisir.
What? Why are we cheering? I don't know what he's saying. Oh, bad restreamer guy.
C'était vraiment ça. Moi j'ai beaucoup aimé, que ce soit avec Portal ou avec Minecraft. Les deux étaient trop bien. La run Portal ça allait hyper vite, c'était super.
Zipper down.
Il s'est passé des trucs.
Et il nous est arrivé des trucs ce soir.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Cheer for the casters.
Dans les loges. Qu'est-ce que c'était que cette run?
I'm assuming they did a good job.
C'est pas possible à chaque fois.
C'était trop bien. Matos K clutch, c'était une super run. Franchement, quel event incroyable. J'avoue que la run Céleste, c'était
They only have license for 2 songs.
une des meilleures races que j'ai pu faire.
Whatever this song is, like I've heard this song so many times before this event, obviously.
Event de A à Z, on a pu voir tout ce qui fait la beauté du
All right,
speedrun.
boys.
C'est juste merveilleux.
I'm gonna go ahead and pause the stream here.
Yeah, but yo, Admiral and Gio, I know you guys muted your mic, but yo, thank you guys for
if ever,
like last minute like commentating the Minecraft run.
Yeah,
no problem.
That was awesome.
Because I was gonna do it myself, but I didn't want to like screw anything up, and yeah, I just wanted to get some especially like you like Admiral, like you made the new route or like this, and then you guys both discovered the seed, so.
Yeah.
No.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no,
it's I think it's just crazy. He got 2 sub-8s.
Yeah. That's insane. Like sub-8
in America.
There are people who can't get sub-8.
Sub-8 is not trivial. It's
if
hard.
this wasn't tainted by whatever happened in the first run, but yeah, 2 sub-8s is astonishing, and he should be commended.
They're bringing out everybody right now. Hold on, I'll leave it up for a little bit, guys. Let's just see what they're like by the time they end it and whatnot. You guys can stay in the call here. I'll just let you know whenever I end stream. But I just don't know what we're supposed to be expecting here.
Thank you very much.
Probably handing out have the
Enjoy
rest.
the money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't think they gave out any.
Et pour finir, Hugo, notre dernier trophée pour la première race de ce soir qui était incroyable.
Sur Portal avec M-Sushi et Biwix, s'il vous
Oh.
plaît.
There'll be
Guys,
giant
are-
checks handed out.
Are
Bigger
you
than
ready
sushi?
What's up?
So he said big giant checks are gonna be handed out, like bigger than sushi.
But Admiral, what were you saying?
The first run was longer than the second two combined.
Oh yeah.
You can come, gather around.
So sick.
You can come. On va attendre.
Shout outs to Minecraft as a speaking.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's
You
fun.
guys,
Check it out.
For anyone in the chat, if you want to like learn more about Minecraft speedrunning, go to speedrun.com, go to Minecraft. There's a Discord there, and yeah, Admiral's there, Gio's there, Lumina's there, April's there, Typhlosion's there. Like literally all of the mods were in the chat. So
Why are they all spamming cum? Can someone film me? Don't. I guess. Never mind. Don't tell me anything. I don't want to know.
Donc, merci infiniment à Barrière, c'est génial et ils nous ont bien accompagnés donc c'est cool.
Oh,
Can somebody film me in?
Comme des chefs, merci à tout le staff. On peut les applaudir déjà à Barrière et à le staff.
Yo, what up, Bobby?
Can Phil you hog you? Oh
Merci
shit.
aussi tous les gens qui nous ont accompagnés pour pousser
Oh,
ce projet.
with the fresh
Les équipes
eggs.
techniques, les commerciaux.
I didn't even think about
tout ça, il y a tellement de noms que c'est dur de tous les lister.
Et tous les admins aussi qui étaient derrière.
Tous les admins qui nous ont aidés, ouais.
Et un Tello,
Ah, ok.
Millet, ils ont à chaque fois ils ont assisté les problèmes de setup derrière, ils nous ont accompagnés pendant toutes les qualifs. Merci beaucoup à eux aussi.
Dude, so what's really funny is I'm just gonna talk over them because we can't understand it anyways. So I had the RTMP like whenever they were doing practice. So the DJ, whoever the DJ was, like we're not lying. They literally have 2 songs. They have 2 songs. They've been going back and forth. So he was like mixing. He was. He's thanking me?
They just shouted you out.
Wait, did he?
Me?
Oh, they said thanks for reaching. Oh, Pog!
Okay. Hello.
Look at
On voulait vraiment avec Thomas vous remercier.
I'm just gonna talk over you. Fuck me.
Oh man.
C'est un truc qu'on avait perdu avec la disparition de Cœur de Vandal et Rémi.
Yeah, I mean,
that's really nice of them. They really didn't have any reason to shout me out.
Like, well, as far as the stream on Twitch went, like YouTube was a consistent like 300 the whole stream. Twitch we peaked at like almost 700.
Merci à vous qui regardez l'émission.
It's cool.
Grâce à vous.
But anyways, what I was saying is whoever was mixing all the audio and stuff, he was literally mixing only 2 songs, and he kept replaying Crossfire. Like I heard the start of Crossfire near 20 times. I don't know what he was doing. He had 2 songs to work with, and he just kept fucking with them.
Oh, wait a second. Where did plus 200 viewers come out of nowhere? It was at like 568. Now it's at
Well, yeah, he just apparently just shouted me out.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Well, hello everybody. My name's
everyone in the chat. Yo.
My name's EZScape. I'm speedrun boy. Boy who speedruns. But I hope you guys really enjoyed the event. Everybody that hung out here and watched the English restream, thank you so much to all of the casters that came out. They really carried commentary for me. I was just here to just hang out. But it was a lot of fun. I organized this all in 14 hours, so I'm gonna give myself the very small amount of props there. But it was really not me. It was everybody that was able to come on the short notice. Those are the guys that deserve credit and everything. So. Yeah, this was I really liked how all of this like turned out. Like this was good. This was good. A new song too. Okay. You watch you watched the French restream of AGDQ and the English restream of this. I mean, to be fair, you probably got a little bit more analytical commentary. I'm sure the commentators are really hyped though. I didn't really listen to any of the commentary, but I'm sure it was hype. Because that's what these guys are known for, the charisma. French crowd greater than GDQ crowd. I mean, I gotta give it to them. I mean, they not only showed up, but they brought just insane amounts of hype. But yeah, guys, I mean, I had nothing else planned for today. I kind of just wanted today to be this, and also that I am returning to streaming and stuff. So thank you guys so much for all the follows and stuff. We went up like a lot of followers this stream. I wasn't expecting any of that. But I am going to be back to streaming regularly now, at least 3 or 4 days a week. So we're going to get the Spyro Dragon poster. You don't want this poster. Okay, it looks good right here, but when you walk up really close to it, it's really pixelated out. It doesn't look good. Let me see, who should we throw this over to? We got a bunch of homies. Oh, what's Simply doing?
He's not. Oh, is he
What's
cooking?
Simply doing?
Whatever.
I'm not hosting.
He's cooking.
Mixing up onions and
Can we commentate this now?
See ya going to Simply.
That's completely fair.
Nice.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. Oh no.
All right, I did a good job. Thank you, dude.
Okay,
I
we're gonna
appreciate
very well
it.
heat for a second. I need to open up the evaporated milk.
We could host Dave. I think that would make Dave's day more than any other person I can think of. I think that would.
Yeah, host Dave.
Let's host Dave. Don't tell him yet. Don't spoil the fucking raid.
Don't spoil.
Don't spoil.
But yeah, for everybody that came out for commentary, yo, Chai, Dave, even though Deku wasn't able to make it, still appreciate him like responding back. Flair Bear, Geo, Mitch, Admiral, all you boys.
All right, boys, ready up. We're gonna go raid Dave. Just tell him he has cute hair. That's all the raid message needs to be. Just say cute hair.
It's cute hair.
But or watch Simply Cook. I don't care what you do. I'll catch you all later. Thank you for watching, and peace. And we're gonna end over on YouTube.